tells you words and ideas can change the world.
Welcome, my friend, to the show that never ends.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Touhyville with Steve Touhy and Cheryl Touhy.
Yeah, that's just too much Touhy, isn't it?
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger, ready to move out.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. There behind the glass stands a real blade of grass. Be careful as you pass. Move along, move along. Come inside, the show's about to start. Guaranteed to blow your head apart. Last summer show, don't get your money's worth. Radio show, it happened out and you gotta see the show. It's a lot of fun. You gotta see the show. It's rock and roll.
Oh, welcome to Touhyville for the 9th day of August, 2024. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome into the amusement park for your mind, the carnival for your cranium, the holiday for your head. I would be your host, Steve Touhy. Joining me for all the fun, Cheryl Touhy. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. Excited for this weekend.
Yeah?
I'm so excited about the weather.
Well, yeah.
It's just going to be beautiful.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be on Touch of Dutch
Yes.
all day on Saturday. The parade, well, we won't be there for the parade, but the parade's going on down Halleck Street.
Yes.
We'll be emceeing all the events, having fun, kicking things off for the touchdown in the Dutch town.
Touchdown in the Dutch town.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun.
I keep saying in the Dutch town.
Yeah, touchdown.
Okay.
Touchdown in a Dutch town.
In a Dutch town.
Yeah,
okay. We'll get that right.
Yeah,
I'll get that right once. I keep,
so. We've only
first
got
I started
tomorrow,
with small town. I started with
right.
Well, so yeah, it was one of the most impressive things, honestly, that I attended when I first moved here. Because I mean, I was here for what? I was really not even moved here the first time I came, and I was like, "Whoa."
No, you weren't moved here yet?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No. Okay.
But yeah, it was just, I was like, whoa.
I think
I think I was?
I think I think you went to the one after you moved, I think.
Got it.
Because you went with me to the broadcast.
So I moved.
We used
in
to just
October
broadcast for 2 hours there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't believe all the food, all the goodies, all the great shopping stuff, the
tons of stuff.
Programs and the concerts and the fireworks. Yeah. It is a great way to like kind of end the summer season. Boom.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. So, and you might keep saying small town because that's the name of the Mellencougar band. The tribute band is Small Town. That's the name of it. So maybe that's why it's stuck in your head. But yeah, Jeff jumping in early saying morning Touhies. Good morning, Jeff. Thank you for hanging out. We appreciate it.
Okay, so is anybody ever going to get in before Jeff? I don't think so. That's a challenge.
It's always different. It's always new people.
Jeff just gets in there.
The last couple days, he's ready to go.
Yep,
he's ready to go at 6.
Let's go.
But there's other people that are hanging out with us already.
Absolutely.
He says I clock out at 6 at work. So he's this. I forgot. Jeff did say this is his after work time.
We start at 6:06. So that's he gets to his car. Boom.
Yep.
We got Larry in there now.
Yep.
So good morning, Larry.
Yes. Good morning.
I seriously think we need that. Like,
I know the
mirror
thing.
with no. Yeah.
Well, this is my own romper room thing. This is my romper room. It's just a magnifying glass is all she had.
Yeah.
But she used to call it the magic window.
Call it the magic.
Or something.
Something like that. And then, but it
magic
was just,
mirror, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. So you want to show off all you did?
I can't believe okay. So here's what I was going to do. I was going to wait till they healed, but that's okay.
Sorry.
So I did a thing yesterday, and I got my LFG with my symbol and my stuff for equality on my arm.
Is that what the left side is? Is the equality one?
Yeah, this is the feminist symbol, and that's equality.
Okay.
But or it could be whoosh, like meaning
running. Gotcha.
Let's freaking go. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And I did these.
My goodness.
So you can't really see. I did these. So too much Touhy with the radio signal.
Here, let's see if I can.
And my boom box, my radio.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. See?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I did one more,
Oh.
which is Still I Rise, because that's just my favorite Maya Angelou poem.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
You can call the Red Room 50 Shades of Grey.
What? I don't understand.
I don't know. All I saw was 50 Shades of Grey, and I'm like,
No.
can you believe I've never seen those movies? Any of them?
I haven't either. Yeah.
She's adorable, I think.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
he's not
she's
hard
fine.
to look
Yeah,
at, but I
yeah.
just, I don't know.
I don't know. It was a little overexciting, but let's hold
Okay.
on. We're all over the place.
Sorry.
So you went yesterday.
So I went yesterday to the Hive, which is on the second floor, is this amazing studio above the Purple Door Salon, right there,
Yeah.
you know, Halleck Street. And so, and the Purple Doors kind of changed a lot of the inside too. It's really, really cool in there. So then I come upstairs and there's a photo studio with like brick, like, you know, kind of like the Majestic in Kankakee, like that old, gorgeous
old time.
brick. And then she's got the studio in there. And
Yeah.
I couldn't have loved her more. Brianna is her name. Just wonderful. So like them on Facebook, because she's starting out, you know.
Yeah.
And she just does it amazing. I love artists that could they take their little iPad and they just start drawing stuff. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's like Picasso. Like not that mine were, I mean, pretty much I sent her what I wanted,
Right,
but I mean, this chick can draw.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Very cool.
Just really cool. Really cool pink hair, you know, just really artistic and really talented and a lovely human being.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So she's right there in Halleck. I was like, okay, this can't get any easier.
For those that are not watching us on video, you got a tattoo of a boombox.
A boombox,
like
or
for
a radio, like a radio.
you know?
Yeah, because I didn't want the boombox. I wanted a rough draw, you know, rough picture of a radio. So yeah.
So you got that, and then you got a radio tower with like the.
Then I got the tower,
the waves coming off of it.
Yep, because that's a symbol of power.
Okay.
So I was like, ooh, I like that. You know.
Yep, and then underneath it, in your own writing,
in my own handwriting, which was her suggestion. Yep.
It says too much Touhy question mark. You know, and the way we do it with the number 2, much.
Yeah.
Number 2 letter E.
Yep.
You know, yeah. So very cool.
Too much Touhy, and then I got my LFG. Let's freaking go.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah,
very cool.
It was a fun day. It was relaxing. She did it in an hour, so she's chick chock boom boom.
Very
you know, really talented. Yeah. So I can't say enough good things about the Hive.
Yeah. So that's awesome.
And
very
you know
cool.
how I found out about the Hive was another season, because the Hive is constantly doing like pop-ups for her.
Right.
And then she's been invited. She's going to be at the Sandhill Crane Festival.
Sandhill Crane Festival.
In what you call it, Wheatfield. And I said, why aren't you a Touch a Dutch? And so she goes, I don't know. Do you think I go, yeah, it would be great. You know, other than baking out in the air. I don't know I don't know if you're, you know, what the rules are on that kind of stuff.
But works for tattoos.
But she's just fantastic. So
awesome.
Yeah. So I hook her up with Diva.
Yeah. Very cool. All right. Rich says, happy Friday, Touhies. Okay, Rich, I let it go yesterday because I thought it was a typo, but there's an H in Touhies. I'm just throwing that out there. So toys.
Oh my gosh.
Yesterday it was spelled the same way. So I let it go yesterday because I thought, oh, maybe it's just a typo. But when it happens twice, I think, okay, maybe someone, you know, just needs a little help. It's okay, Rich. We still appreciate you.
You know what though? The Touhies from the football thing flip the U and O.
They spell it different too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a different Rich says you can call the Red Room. You can call the Red Room off of 50 Shades of Grey. I don't know what that means.
Because I was showing my arms, maybe? I don't know. Like when I went like this to my décolleté.
Yeah. I don't know. Rich, you'll have to help us out a little bit because we don't understand what you mean.
Yeah.
Larry says tattoos are addictive. You can't, once you get one, you want more.
Absolutely. We were just talking about that yesterday, that because you're like, oh, no. Like you don't want any. And when we got married, I got I Love Him. And I wanted you to get I Love Her. And I wanted us to take like like the Q picture.
And
you were
truthfully,
like, nah.
truthfully, that's the only one that I've ever thought about getting, like that I've really thought through getting.
Right.
know?
But
And
I've tried to explain to you that it's not pain like
I understand.
ow, 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 like a shot
I
or like
understand.
a surgery or like getting something cut off. Like it's not that kind of pain. It's a rush. You get an adrenaline rush, but
And
yes,
I'm sure it is
yesterday,
for
this
you,
one,
and that's great. Yeah,
no, it's just
you know.
period. Like ask anybody who's got a tattoo, they'll describe it to you that it's not pain, but it is pain. I mean, you're getting this one yesterday. I thought I was like, ow, 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 like right on the bone.
Yeah.
Ow, ow, ow.
No, thank you.
But yeah, this would be nothing.
Yeah.
But and if you
Belinda
loved
says,
me, you would. How about that? Yeah.
I'll do
I
other
guess you
things.
just don't
I'll
love
do
me
other
enough.
things, yeah. Belinda says, happy Fries Day, Royals. Yes, happy Fries Day to you as well. Sue says, good morning. Rich that jumped in and spelled it correctly. Thank you. Rich says you were talking about the room you guys were in with the mirrors. Got it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we weren't in a room with mirrors. We were talking about this is what happens when we start the show like this in a stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
We're like all over the place.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we're going to slow down. We're all excited. It's Friday and happy Friday.
Too much coffee.
And touch of Dutch and tattoos and everything. We're all excited. So we were talking about the magic mirror from the TV show Romper Room when we were kids.
Oh my God.
The kids show Romper Room. I think she called it the magic mirror. She would hold it up. And I know we went through this before, so I'm not going to go back and find the video.
See
but
Sally and I see Steven, and then all the kids that watch the show, including myself, were always like, say Cheryl.
Right.
Say Cheryl. Say you see Cheryl.
Jason says, Steve, if you got a tattoo, it would most likely be the Batman symbol.
Yep.
You're not the first to say that. A lot of people have said I should get the Batman symbol, that I should get a microphone like you have, that I should get a radio.
This
that I
is
should
one
get
of my favorites.
A radio tower, like all that. I mean, right? It's practically the Touhyville symbol. I mean, you know, the Touhyville. If you guys are watching the video, you guys can
right
see,
there, the old mic.
You know, that's and I struggled with which old mic to go with. There's so many different ones you can go with.
Yeah.
And what I finally had to do was just pick and just go. And now I love it. Now it's you know, but it's what that was for me was I always remember growing up, David Letterman wanted to replace Johnny Carson. I wanted to replace David Letterman. You know, and he had one of those on his desk. So that always stuck with my head. So that's why that became our logo. So, and I like the wire with it, that if you guys can see on video, that it goes into the rest of our logos. Like I like how it rounds everything out.
Well, yeah, and a logo. I just saw Earl Park put up a 5 or 6 beautiful different options for their logo. And all I could think about was like each option. Like I had 2 favorite for sure out of the 5 or 6. But I thought, oh, you poor people, because I still remember you going through this and you're like, are you sure? Because I really like the this on this and the that on that. And this one screams this and this one. I'll never forget when Madden did it. The one they chose was the one I hated. I just didn't understand like the whole like thing, but it's just so emotional if you're like the owner or if you're the like this is going to represent your county.
This is it. This is
and they came up with such great. I wish I could pull it up. We'll have to pull it up on Facebook, and share it. But yeah, they have some really good like sayings like that. I'm like, oh, it's there. Yeah, it's good stuff.
But if you think about how much I obsessed and went through all the different things to pick the logo. Imagine me trying to pick a tattoo. Forget it. I can't.
Here's how you do that though.
No, and I are different. I'm just saying it. I could just
you see it and you just go, I've got to have that. Like LFG, I had to have done. That's it. Saw it, done.
I'm just gonna say, you and I are different in that way. You are very
impulsive.
I was going to say spontaneous. That's not. You are very impulsive with stuff like that.
Correct.
You had never even heard of LFG until like 2 weeks ago. And now it's like, whoosh, you know, so it's like, and that's how you are. You're impulsive and you do it. And it's the immediate thing. And that's great.
Got a whole bunch of different meanings.
That's fine.
That's what I liked. Yeah.
I get it, but that's you. I will hem and haw and go. And I mean, look at how long it took me to buy the shoes that I wanted.
I know it's like I know, and I know
yin and yang.
I know
that's just what
I'm at least at an age like there's times where I want to not fight with you. I just go buy them, or I'll buy them, or I don't know what. But I know now that doesn't influence. It doesn't make anything any easier. It's a fight, like, or it's a potential like argument about who someone is. So let it go.
Right.
It's almost like saying, don't have a beer after work. Why do you always have a beer after work? Well, you have a beer after work because you like beer after work. Like, I don't, kind, I mean, I don't.
Right.
But so what? Like,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, look at Jason. Jason's got a double dog dare for you.
All right, hold on. Tina says, good morning to you both. I start listening to you on my way to work, and as soon as I get to my desk, I turn the video on. I love that.
Yeah, I do.
Because I think more and more people are doing that, and it's a lot of fun, and how we can see like how the streams go up and down as people go to work and come home from work and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Chris Locken, who does afternoons on 98 Gold, he's also the operations manager for stuff, and he has really dove into our streaming numbers as far as listening online and things.
Yeah.
And
how well we're doing in Lafayette, like that kind of. Yeah, he's really
well, and it's funny, he can see like, and he gets these like ideas of, okay, well, if you're doing this is when they leave work, so this is when our stream goes down, which means our radio numbers go up, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So Billy says, good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, Billy. He says, my alarm didn't go off this morning, and I didn't get to drink my coffee, and didn't get to run past the gas station. I also missed the start of the show this morning. Routine is all messed up, but we're still going to have a good Friday.
Yes.
Billy, we get it. It's so easy for your morning routine to get all thrown off. And my best thing that I could tell you, and doesn't even always work for us, is like, for us, like, we could do that, and then we get into our commercial break, and we're like, okay, let's bring it down. You can't take a commercial break from life, but take a break. Just, maybe
settle yourself,
before you get walk into work, just take a sip of the coffee, get a coffee at work, and or tell your boss, listen, Steve said I could be a little late today. See if it works. Yeah. So I'm sorry, you were going to say something a little while ago that someone.
No, you're getting to it. Yeah. You're getting to Jason.
Oh, okay. It's on our
Jason
thing. Okay.
said, Steve, I'll make a deal with you. The day you get a tattoo, I'll shave my beard that I've had since 2001. Plus, I'll try and be nice to people.
Yeah. Listen, I am such a live and let live guy. If you love tattoos, knock yourself out.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, you thought that I had a negative reaction to your tattoos yesterday, and I love them, for you.
Yes.
Your face doesn't know it, but
yeah,
hear it through your ears. Because I love that you want these symbols, and they all mean things to you. Every single one of your tattoos means something to you. And that's great.
Yeah.
That's not for me.
Yeah. Well, Brianna said, like, I'm not one that really wants to do a sleeve, which is like where you've got stuff all the way down your arm. Although her arm is beautiful. It's just flowers. It's really, really pretty. Anyway, she goes, I love, like, she just knew right where to put them too. Like, I didn't even really have to tell her. And the position and the size and everything like that. Because she goes, your arm tells your story. It starts at your back with, for God so loved the world, in the word love. Which is the coolest tattoo I think I have.
And you love it.
And then the rest. But you could, if I pass out or a doctor is doing surgery on me, he'll be able to figure everything out. Like from my tattoos, my Holocaust survivor, my generations of people that passed away in the Holocaust. And I believe in Hebrew,
all mean something.
Bible verses. Yep.
Yeah. It's not for me. You know, I like to decide in the morning what shirt I'm going to wear and what I'm going to have on. And am I going to wear a Touhyville shirt? Is it going to be a Q? Is it going to be Batman?
Now, what's that got to do with?
To me, it's there forever and ever. It's always Batman.
Oh,
it's always,
okay.
I see. It's permanent. It just doesn't. Not for me. So, all right. We haven't done any of the beginning of the show stuff, so we're going to take a break, which is fine. We're just having some fun on a Friday. But we'll come back and then we'll dive into all that, what's happening, the poll question, everything. So thanks for getting up with us here on a Friday morning here in Touhyville.
Where can you find Ileana's largest wholesale online auction? At BoswellTradeCenter.com. Open to the public. You'll find over 1,000 different items up for auction every week. Everything from tools, bicycles, and electric bicycles, new merchandise, building supplies, clothes, housewares, electronics, and everything in between. Specializing in store returns, shelf pulls, and new merchandise from major brands and retailers. BoswellTradeCenter.com is your home for fantastic deals. They're a great resource for online and store resellers. Make sure to follow them on Facebook for the latest auction offerings at BoswellTradeCenter.com.
Franciscan Health delivers advanced cancer care where every patient matters. Serving the residents of Rensselaer and beyond, we are privileged to offer personalized cancer treatments and world-class cancer services without the need to travel far. Fighting cancer is a brave battle, and our team of physicians and oncology nurses are here to support your journey of hope, healing, and triumph in the place you call home. To schedule your appointment in Rensselaer, go to franciscanhealth.org/cancercare.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This is the famous footwear that makes us actually want to go back to school. With the newest styles from all your favorite brands like Nike, Adidas, Crocs, Converse, New Balance, Birkenstock, and more. You'll find everything kids want, all at prices parents can appreciate. Because you don't have to overspend to make it famous. Famous Footwear even has fit experts in store to make sure you get the right size every time. So for the perfect fit, make it famous. Plus, right now, buy one, get one half off when you shop your local Famous Footwear or famous.com. Some exclusions apply.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Are you hiring? From civil engineer to mascot, ZipRecruiter makes hiring faster and easier for all kinds of roles. And with ZipRecruiter's Invite to Apply feature, you can connect with top candidates ASAP. Right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/Bob. Come see why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Just go to this exclusive web address right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. ZipRecruiter.com/Bob. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Touhyville. Now even Touhier.
Is it Friday yet?
That's part of my job here as host, is to tell you what day of the week it is.
My favorite day of the week is
Friday.
What day is today? Friday. You know what that means?
I want to be a DJ.
You do?
Woo! Let's go to work.
But boss, it's Friday.
Of course, it's freaking Friday.
It is Friday. Everybody got big plans for the weekend?
A fantastic show.
Let's get to it.
Showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. Thanks for getting your Friday morning started with us here on the Q and 98 Gold. Hopefully off to a good start. Billy, even though it's not, hopefully we could turn things around in a quick way and have a great Friday. Forces of which are brought to us by our friends over at Jasper County REMC, powering us up each and every morning. On the Q, 98 Gold, streaming on video, where you guys can see our smiling faces. Good morning. We'd love to get our day started with you guys that way. All right. So lots of fun stuff going on. Let's dive into the days and such. Today is Book Lovers Day, Co-working Day. That's what we're doing. We're co-working. Day of World's Indigenous People, Hand-Holding Day, Polka Day, Rice Pudding Day, and National Veep Day is today. Let's see what we got going here. Belinda says the rush you were talking about with the tattoos. She says the rush was wanting him to hurry because I was sick of the constant pain from the needle. So she did not feel such a rush.
Oh,
did not like the pain there. So let's see here. Belinda says you have to scrutinize over what you can live with for the rest of your life with no regret. Yep, that's because it's there. Dara says, good morning, Steve and Cheryl. Have an awesome weekend. Thank you. We hope you do too. Looking forward to our weekend on A Touch of Dutch. James says, I got 4 tattoos and don't regret any of them because they all tell a story. And I love that. That's how Cheryl feels. Like, we talked about this a couple weeks back, the idea of like, do you regret any of them? And that they all are you. They all have a story. They all have a reasoning. They all, and that's why it's fantastic. So good morning, Steve and Cheryl. It's beautiful outside. Hope you both have a great day. Thank you, James. We hope you do too. And Belinda says, welcome back, Touhies, without a C. So
touchies.
Right. We're not touchies either. So
well, I was telling you this morning that we have to use the OGs without a G.
Yeah, because people like to put G in there. So yeah, all good stuff. Happy Friday, everybody. All right, let's see what's happening. The Starliner astronauts have been unable to return from the International Space Station due to concerns their spacecraft may have leaks. By the way, spacecraft made by Boeing. Who saw this coming?
Oh, no.
How
do you fix it?
They might be stuck there till 2025, up in space. Yeah. Thanks, Boeing. Yeah. If you guys can see Cheryl's face, she's just stunned. Like, wait, what? Like, yeah.
Well, because if you've watched any of the disasters, like, you find out, like, I didn't know the teachers that died, not the ones that exploded, but the ones that they couldn't come back to Earth. Like, they couldn't survive being burnt up.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, can we know that before we get there? Like,
listen, if I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. This is why when you go to space, you don't fly Southwest. This is why. I'm funny. I don't care what anybody says. Southwest, I'm saying. Southwest. All right.
Yeah, when they said the other day, they said the new CEO for Boeing started today. And I go, okay. That should be a national day of prayer. I mean,
welcome to work.
Right.
Guys, we're going to have to make some changes.
Right.
Today, as I mentioned earlier, is Book Lovers Day. Or in Florida, they just call it Friday. It's just Friday. So, Texas is experiencing an invasion of a giant toxic worm. RFK Jr. said, yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah.
Is he even a thing anymore? Is he still running?
I don't know. He said the other day he's been picking up and eating roadkill all his life. That explains so much.
Did he really?
Yeah.
And you're worried about worms in your brain? Like,
right. Well, that's
where do you think you got them?
That's where they came from, maybe. Yep. An Australian field hockey player was busted buying cocaine in Paris. Now he's leaving with silver from the handcuffs. He's got silver handcuffs.
Winner.
Yeah, look, we got medals for you, bud. And lastly, Woody Harrelson and Flea the bass player from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
They said they once went snowboarding naked. I'm going to go out on a limb and say there may have been some substances involved.
I was going to say,
there may have been some substances involved in Woody Harrelson and Flea. Just Woody Harrelson and Flea hanging out, let alone you get to the naked snowboarding. So, all right, let's go wrap up our poll question from yesterday. This was probably a pretty easy one. Would you let a robot dentist work on your teeth?
No.
94% of you said no.
Yeah.
6% said yes. John says only if it was free and painless. Well, how would we know? How would you know ahead of time if it was going to be free and
Okay, so
painless?
they say it's going to be painless, and then he drills an extra hole in your ear. Sorry, oops. He comes complete with his own sounds. It's oops.
We've made a drain in your mouth. No worries. You don't have to spit.
It'll be really easy. Like you just eat your food and you'll ingest less. It's a new weight loss plan where you.
No, thank you. All right. It is time for our poll question for today, which is Food Fight Friday. Okay. So, Food Fight Friday dip edition. Okay. Which is your favorite dip? You pick whatever chip you want to put in there. You whatever you want.
Sour cream and onion.
So,
or onion soup mix, like
French onion. I put for that. So I thought that was kind of all encompassing there. But French onion, salsa, guacamole, spinach, cheese and chive, and then it's wide open. Like those were the main ones that this one put.
Okay, say it again.
So French onion,
okay,
salsa,
guacamole,
guacamole, spinach dip.
Guac is in there.
Well, it's something you dip your chips into.
Oh yeah, well then forget French onion.
Oh, and how did I not put queso? I'm going to add queso right now.
Okay, then it's all over. What are you doing to us? And now you're going to get like several of us going like this. Okay, it depends. French onion, queso, and guac.
I know.
I'm not going to choose between guac and queso. That's not happening. It doesn't even happen at our Super Bowl parties. We do both.
I understand, but that's the game. That's the game, kids. That's the game. I had to look it up to make sure I'm spelling it right. Queso. Yeah. Queso. Queso. So, according to the national survey, they put onion and garlic, which I would say is like French onion, 9%, cheese and chive, 9%, salsa, 8%, guacamole, 7%. They put tzatziki as a dip. I wouldn't put that as a dip. I'd say
that's a
sauce.
condiment. I want to say tzatziki.
They also had Thousand Island on there. So, yeah. But then they had some of the other ones: spinach dip, artichoke dip, taco dip, fresh corn salsa, dill dip, whipped feta dip, buffalo chicken dip, queso.
Okay.
So I thought there was a lot of like niches. So I thought we had the majority of them covered there. So, but if I'm going to go, I really enjoy chips and dip, like Ruffles with French onion.
Ruffles had ridges.
I really enjoy that. I do.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was going to go favorite, like Steve, you get to go pick one for the day.
For the rest of your life.
I'm going for the rest of my life. That's a lot. I was just going to go for the day. I
was
like for the day.
For 5 minutes, okay?
Take it easy there, tattoo permanents. Yeah. Okay? Like everything doesn't have to be forever and ever. Like, for goodness sake.
And about that divorce,
can't they just switch with like
give it a minute.
Different dip for the day? Yeah. So I would go chips. I would go tortilla chips and salsa. I think is become my favorite. And I'm really obsessed with the guac right now because it's so fresh.
Yeah.
But I still would have to go salsa. It's just salsa's so good.
Salsa.
Good salsa. Like
Harley makes great salsa. So does Ida's.
I was just going to say, I went to lunch at Ida's yesterday, and I could just go and go and go with the salsa.
And we'll order, if you don't know this, you could just order a large, which is like, I think 2 quarts, and chips. And they just give you a bag and buy. So what I do is I make my fajitas, or we'll have taco night with their salsa. Please. It doesn't, I mean, that's
I
that.
know. So good. Good.
I mean,
good
seriously,
stuff.
they make anything good there. Everything is good. I almost,
know.
I dare them. Like on that, the opening of the patio, when we went back there, we tried the burrito tacos and we tried, you don't usually like stuff that's flaming hot, but it was more on the
forget what I
spicier
had, yeah.
side,
Mhm.
but both good. And yeah,
all good stuff.
We haven't had a bad thing there.
Well, and you're going today, right?
I
They
am.
have their new menus. So you have to check that out. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yes, they
Okay.
got some new stuff on there. So
Oh, good.
Yeah.
More choices. Great. So we'll get there at noon,
Mm-hmm.
or we'll get there at 11, and then we'll be ready to order by noon.
Not just new choices, but I really like the ease of read. Not that they're doing a commercial for it, but it's an easier read for me for the menu. I liked it a lot.
Oh, nice.
So
they work hard there.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
Yeah. Belinda says spinach dip or Doritos with sour cream. I do sometimes like sour cream as a dip. So I will do nachos for a football game and have sour cream in a bowl, and I like to dip it in. I like the sour cream mix with it all.
With
I'm a big fan.
Doritos?
Well, with tortilla chips, but essentially, yeah. I mean, I bet I would like it with Doritos. I like sour cream. I do sometimes.
Just plain sour cream?
No,
Or
sometimes
sour cream with the French onion.
No. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll do like tortillas.
Yeah.
And I'll do some cheese and salsa. I'll pour all over it. Sometimes I'll throw in some ground beef. Sometimes no. When I'm watching the football game, and then I will take a chip with all that on there and dip it into the sour cream.
Wow.
So it's a whole mix thing. Yeah, I like that a lot. Kathy says, "Good morning, 2 E's with the number 2 and the letter E." I love that. So all kinds of good stuff. James says has to be homemade if you're gonna do dip. I don't know which dip you mean, but yeah, it's the guac for sure. Yeah. So absolutely. Belinda says everything about women is for life. Everything about men is during commercials. And you lost me on that one, Belinda. I don't understand it. But feel free to share and expound, and maybe we'll understand. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, so much more fun stuff for us to talk about. How many lazy days we need. We have a ton of stuff today here on a fun-filled Friday here in Touhyville. Thanks for hanging out.
Weather is brought to you by George Ade Memorial Healthcare Center.
Today, sunny with a high near 76. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 51. Saturday, sunny with a high near 75. Saturday night, mostly clear with a low around 52. Sunday, sunny with a high near 78. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a low around 54.
That's your forecast from the Vaughn Materials Weather Center. Call Vaughn Materials for dirt, rock, decorative stone, or mulch. Delivery available. Call 219-816-1142 or visit their website at vaughnexcavating.com.
In March 2023, the USDA announced over $1 billion in funding through the Rural Energy for America program, offering grants and guaranteed loans to encourage ag producers and rural small businesses to implement energy efficiency improvements and renewable energy solutions. The USDA is sponsoring a free informational seminar that will explain currently available incentives, including specific details about the Rural Energy for America grant program. Join us Thursday, August 22nd from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Top Link Business Center in Rensselaer. Pre-register online at hsisolar.com to reserve your spots.
Well, Jeff, the news seems to be full of supply chain issues, delayed shipping, rising prices, and inflation. How's that affecting us here at Bjerk's Fine Jewelry?
Honestly, Liz, not in the least bit. Our prices are sharp as ever. Our values are the best in the business. You can compare the mega box stores, the internet, or even the big city diamond districts, and you still won't find the deals we offer.
Well, that will make our customers very happy, but I've heard that many businesses are struggling to find product and maintain inventories.
Not here at Bjerk's Fine Jewelry. We work very hard with our suppliers to make sure diamonds, gemstones, and jewelry continue to arrive and keep our selection fresh and exciting.
So let me get this straight. Our customers can stroll into Bjerk's and still get unbeatable prices, top-notch quality, first-class service, and the area's largest inventory to make the perfect jewelry choice?
You summed that up pretty well, Liz. But don't forget, we also have the area's largest selection of coins and precious metals bullion. Some dealers have really struggled to source sufficient quantities, but here at Bjerk's, we are fully stocked.
You know, Jeff, we're pretty lucky to have been serving the Lafayette community for over 75 years.
Shop smart, shop Bjerk's, Bjerk's.com.
With over 20 years of generous community support, Wounded Warrior Project has helped post 9/11 veterans and their families with no-cost services, legislative advocacy, and more. And we're just getting started. Visit woundedwarriorproject.org/possible.
Joanne, are you sure this is a good idea? You really want me to shoot you out of a cannon?
A buyer called and wanted to know what the roof looked like, so I'm going to get a good picture.
The team at Jenkins Realtors will go above and beyond to help you buy or sell your home. Since 1976, Jenkins Realtors have been helping the people in our community buy the home of their dreams or make that move by selling their home. Call 219-866-5908 or visit JenkinsRealtorsInc.com. Jenkins Realtors, trusted, respected, recommended.
Did you get a good picture?
When you've got real work to do, Metal Supermarkets will help you get it done fast. With a huge variety of metals in stock, we can help no matter what job comes your way. And we cut to size. Because just like taxes and BS, we think metal is better when cut. Metal Supermarkets, the convenient stores for metal. Find a store or shop online at metalsupermarkets.com.
Touhyville. Now with 2 Touhies and no waiting.
Everyone gather round.
I should just start at the beginning.
What day of the week is it?
It's Friday.
Friday.
What are your plans for the weekend?
Doing absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Sounds exciting. Okay, where was I? End of the week. Friday.
Who's ready to party? Okay, finally.
It's showtime.
Steve and Cheryl with you. Good morning. Thanks for spending your morning with us here on the Q98 Gold. We appreciate it. Portions of which are brought to us by Another Season in DeMott. Need a gift for any reason? That's your place. Another Season. Lots of great stuff for anybody that you want to get something for. I'm just saying, you walk around there, you're going to find cool things. You're going to find charcuterie. You're going to find really cool signs and different towels. And not to mention, there's super cool hat bar or patch bar. I don't want to just call it a hat bar because you could patch so many things.
Yeah, you could do denim jackets. You can just buy the patches. I bought patches, and then they also have like pins and just stuff to like schmaltz up your clothing. Like, you know, you ever have a jean jacket and you're like, this is kind of plain.
Spice it up.
So spice it up. And then they have stuff with different colors. So like, let's say you're wearing a seafoam green tank top underneath it. You can have a schmaltzy little things and then change your mind.
Yeah.
So
cool stuff.
And that's really good for Steve because he is not into the permanent stuff.
I'm also very, very schmaltzy. We know how schmaltzy.
Very schmaltzy.
Super schmaltzy. Yep. By the way, Another Season closed this Saturday for Touch of Dutch because it's such a big thing in DeMott.
Yes,
that they're,
but just this Saturday.
Just this
so
Saturday.
what that means is you've got to run there today for all your charcuterie and your hat bar needs and
Grab
gifts for whoever's birthday and all that
all
fun stuff. And guess what? I'm super excited about this. She's getting all her fall merch in. So the best part for me about Another Season, all year for sure, it's got to be the evening with the Christmas trees where they shut the lights out, and it's just the most beautiful way to get into the season. But that's not until November.
Right.
But second fave, when she moves everything from the summer. So there's sales and merch that's all discounted and things like that. And then she turns it into fall. So like the sweaters and the matching earrings and then the candles so that you start smelling apple and pumpkin and spice. And oh, I love this. I love this time of year.
Yeah.
So that starts now, believe it or not, like within a couple weeks.
Good stuff.
So you're going to want to see that.
Yep. Also want to mention our friends over at Fozzie Calf Appliances in DeMott and Rensselaer. Whatever appliances you're looking for, it's back to school time, and the washer and dryer might not be up to speed. It might be time to upgrade. Talk with the good folks over there at Fozzie Calf Appliances in DeMott and in Rensselaer.
Well, and here, it's never too early. Believe it or not, Thanksgiving is going to be here in a minute. So if you want the appliances that'll cook your food evenly and not burn potentially your casseroles because there's not even heat distribution and all that stuff. Now's the time that you want to order that so that you get what you want.
Yep, you're all set.
And you're all set.
Excuse me. Oh, all right.
You okay there?
Yeah, I just
do you need some water?
nope, I'm okay. So the average American needs 60 lazy days a year, according to a recent survey. Would you say you get 60 lazy days a year?
Heck no. I mean, do you get 60 lazy days a year? Out of 365, what is that?
Probably
6
pretty
divided by
close.
36 is
Probably pretty close to
so
that.
like 18% of your time, pretty much, you're looking at.
Okay, look at it this way. There's 52 weeks in a year. Okay? Do you think you get one day out of the weekend to be a lazy day?
No. Not every weekend?
Most weekends. So maybe
yeah.
maybe 40 or so come out of the weekends.
Yeah. I think we do that because I'm very good at doing that ever since working with you, because we pound so hard.
We usually have a day.
We usually go,
One of the
okay,
two
we're not,
days
we usually fight for it to be Sunday because we go back to work on Monday. So
Yeah.
we'll plan stuff on our Saturdays, but not on our Sunday. Even vacations for us. We're coming back on a Saturday. We're not coming, but we need the day. Like,
Yeah. So you got those. So now we're looking at maybe 40. Then you throw in maybe a week around the holidays, usually, So now we're at about 45 days. So in that 50-day area, maybe, and I know this says 60. So
that's okay.
So we just got to find a way to stick a couple more in there. So according to a new poll, the average American needs 5 lazy days a month to feel rested. That's 60 per year, or a little more than one a week. Obviously, lazy days don't always happen on their own. 21% of them plan their lazy days in advance. So what is a lazy day? 3 hours of doing absolutely nothing. So,
okay. All right. So now I'm going to say I'm at 60 if it's 3 hours, because I thought it was like 8 hours of.
Well, no, that's not all it takes.
Okay.
Yeah. 3 hours of doing absolutely nothing. 3 hours just sitting and enjoying your living space. 3 hours watching movies and TV. 2 hours in bed.
I'm there. That's.
So is it saying any one of those things makes
It's
it a lazy
breaking down
day?
the 8 hours you're awake. It's pretty much saying that's what it counts. It's not. So it's saying it doesn't have to be, if you do a load of laundry, it doesn't have to wreck the entire. Okay, now I'm not relaxing. You
Okay.
can do laundry. You're just like sitting, you're watching TV, you're chilling,
Wait. Yeah, this is adding up to 19 hours of your day. They're giving you your whole day. Okay. 2 hours. So, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to come up with my own algorithm here for this. Because here it says 3 hours doing nothing, 3 hours just sitting and enjoying your space, 3 hours watching movies and TV. All those 3 hours to me, those are all the same thing.
right.
I can enjoy my space and be watching a movie. Like
Right.
that's,
I don't know what
yeah.
enjoying your space is if you're not if you're like it's in peace, like you're,
Right.
you're
Yeah.
sitting, you're
Yeah.
eating or whatever. That's like saying the eating part of it is different.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, no. That's weird. All right.
This says 2 hours in bed, 2 hours napping. Well, where am I napping? I could do the same.
Right.
2 hours scrolling on your phone. Okay. An hour eating? Yeah. An hour reading? No.
No.
An hour listening to an audiobook or podcast? That's the same as reading to me. I don't differentiate.
Yeah.
And 1 hour dreading the next day.
No.
Pull that out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. So by the way, James says what has to be homemade is salsa, he was saying. So listen, I may figure out how to make my own salsa for football this year, but when I find one that I like Ida's, I'm in. Like I'll run and grab it, for football season.
Well,
this
remember
year,
when Harley used to make it? You just take a immersion blender. And it's like
it's work
5 ingredients. It's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah. So Jason says, I know people who get more than 60 lazy days, and that's just here at work. Well, that's for you guys
Yeah.
to deal with there. So, all right, let's take a break. When we come back, we got Frank with sports, and then we've got Find the Big Deal with Strag and Van Til. Thanks for hanging with us here on a Friday here in Touhyville.
Ice cold drinks from McDonald's contain 100% of your daily value of deliciousness. Take a McCafe Oreo frappe with real Oreo cookie pieces. It's $3.50 for medium every day, so it's a caramel frappe. Then there's big flavors like frozen Coke, Fanta Blue Raspberry, or Hawaiian Punch. A medium is $2 every day. There are drinks, then there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group used under license. Coca-Cola and Fanta are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company. Hawaiian Punch is a registered trademark of Dr. Pepper 7-Up Inc.
Brad Gutwein from Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
In a small town, it's how you treat your customer. You treat everybody the way you want to be treated. It really is that simple. We have customers that we've been doing business with for 4 generations, and that is only because they trust us, we trust them, and that's the way you've got to build your business. We got to build any business.
Gutwein Motor Company in Monon has been serving the surrounding area for over 80 years.
Cars 80 years ago were pretty simple. But one thing that hasn't changed, the customer wants to feel like they're in charge of the transaction. They know what's going on, and they are comfortable with what's happening. That, I don't think, has ever changed. We always want to be upfront with the customer, tell them exactly what's happening, exactly the process that's going to happen. One thing I would like to say to everybody that has supported us over the 80 years, thank you very much. You like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
A little change can go a long way. If you'd like to gain the skills needed to find a better job, the Indiana Department of Workforce Development offers free training services through Work One centers in your area. You can earn your high school equivalency, increase your annual earnings, get free job training, or even get a better job at your current workplace. Make a little change today. It could go a long way in your future. To learn more about free training services offered by the Indiana Department of Workforce Development, go to jobseekers.dwd.in.gov.
Funding is provided by the United States Department of Labor. This material does not necessarily reflect the views or policies of the United States Department of Labor, nor does mention of trade names, commercial products, or organizations imply endorsement by the United States government. Equal Opportunity Employer Program auxiliary aids and services are available upon request to people with disabilities.
When you buy a new house, you might say,
"Shut the front door."
Winning!
No, seriously, shut the front door. We own this house now.
But you actually need to say,
"Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there."
That's right. The local State Farm agent is there to help you choose the coverage you need.
Welcome to my crib. No one says that anymore, but I don't care.
So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
Sorry, but we actually have a wait list for our Monstera.
Shaw's greenhouse is really bringing in the green.
We can't keep snake plants in stock.
She needs a construction manager to build on her roots and grow.
We could add a whole section for ferns. And here we'd have dahlias, dahlias, and more dahlias.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
This is the Q 97.7 FM WLQI Rensselaer. Start your day in Touhyville and stick around for Northwest Indiana's best classic rock all day long, right here on the Q.
This check of news brought to us by Fozzie Califf Appliances in Rensselaer and DeMott. Here's Russ Martin.
The Law Enforcement Division of the Indiana Department of Natural Resources issued a statement yesterday afternoon that the body of the missing 17-year-old male from Eagan, Minnesota was recovered Thursday morning in Lake Michigan near Beverly Shores in Porter County. His name was not released. We told you previously that the teen was reported missing and 3 other people, including a Good Samaritan, were found in distress on shore last Tuesday. Those 3 people were last reported in stable condition. Police in Rochester found 2 people deceased inside of a vehicle near the police department in that city on Tuesday. Authorities believe Keith Parsons, age 49, killed 42-year-old Heidi Prince. Law enforcement went on to say the man and woman had both been shot, and the 2 were found after police were requested to do a wellness check around 11 p.m. that night. Parsons and Prince both resided in Rochester. Authorities stated they believed there was no foul play in the death of Parsons. Police said no more information was being released at this time. The Jasper County Sheriff's Department reported 40-year-old Wesley Joshua Jackson of Indianapolis was incarcerated Tuesday at the detention center on a failure to appear warrant for the following charges: 2 counts of forgery and 2 counts of theft. A press release issued yesterday stated an investigation began last November following the report of alleged check fraud. The press release stated 2 checks made out to the accused, totaling more than $6,300, appeared to have been tampered with and included alterations to the payee and the amounts. The DeMont Touch of Dutch Festival runs from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. on Saturday in Spencer Park. The event is sponsored by the DeMont Chamber of Commerce, and organizers said they have 125 vendors, 31 of which will be selling food items. The parade is at 10 a.m. along Halleck Street or Highway 231, beginning at the north end of town. Halleck Street will be closing at 9:30 in preparation for the parade. The car show runs from 9 until 2, and music entertainment runs from 12:15 until 9 o'clock. Fireworks will be set off at dusk. A group of White County residents have petitioned against further wind turbines in the county. The group presented more than 600 names to that county's commissioners at their meeting this month. The people who signed the petition, sponsored by the White County Citizens Group, are largely concerned about thousands of acres of tillable ground they say would be good for crops that would no longer be available if commercial wind farms are constructed. The petition is asking for a moratorium on wind farms until additional ordinances addressing their concerns are forthcoming. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe and well. I'm Russ Martin.
Back to school savings start at Fozzie Califf Appliances. Daily life can be messy when your family's always on the go. Whirlpool's innovative laundry features help you wash more in a single load. From soccer uniforms to kids' favorite blankets, Fozzie Califf has a full selection of Whirlpool washers and dryers that will help you get laundry done faster, so you can spend more time making messes instead of cleaning up after them. For back to school savings on Whirlpool washers and dryers, see the crew at Fozzie Califf Appliances in DeMont and Rensselaer.
Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
88-year-old Vera George of Rensselaer passed away on Saturday, July 13th. Friends may call at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer on Saturday, August 10th, beginning at 10 a.m. Central Time. A memorial service for Vera George will follow immediately at 11 at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer. Interment of cremated remains will be at Western Reserve National Cemetery in Ohio at a later date. Online condolences may be made at jacksonfuneral.com. In memory of Vera George, please consider a contribution to either Southern Care Hospice or George Ade Memorial Healthcare. Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer, entrusted with her arrangements. 89-year-old Carl Anspaugh of Winnemac passed away on August 2nd. Visitation will be from 9 until 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, August 10th at Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. Masonic services will be held at 9 a.m. Eastern on Saturday, also at Frame Mortuary. Funeral services for Carl Anspaugh will be held at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday at the funeral home. Burial will take place at Winnemac Cemetery. The American Legion and VFW will conduct military graveside services. Memorial contributions may be made to the Friends of the Panhandle Pathway or Pulaski County Human Services Food Pantry. Online tributes may be offered at framemortuary.com. 47-year-old Catherine Ann Gilbert of Rensselaer passed away on August 4th. Visitation will be held at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer, on Monday, August 12th from 10 a.m. until noon Central Time, with funeral services for Catherine Ann Gilbert to follow at noon, officiated by Pastor Jeremy Isley. Interment taking place at Memory Gardens, Rensselaer. In lieu of flowers, memorial contributions may be made to the family. To share memories and or condolences, please visit jacksonfuneral.com. 97-year-old Hilda Yoder of Rensselaer passed away on Saturday, August 3rd. Private family services for Hilda Yoder will be held at a later date. Online condolences may be expressed at jacksonfuneral.com. In memory of Hilda Yoder, please consider a contribution to her favorite charity, the Good Samaritan Food Pantry of Rensselaer. Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer is handling the arrangements. 69-year-old Gregory Lee Greg Padell, formerly of Winnemac, passed away on Saturday, August 3rd. A celebration of life for Greg Pradell will be held on Saturday, August 24th in South Carolina. Memorial donations may be made to the Purdue University Institute of Cancer Research and/or the Cheryl Lynn Welter Charitable Foundation. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather is brought to you by Alliance Bank.
Today, sunny with a high near 76. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 51. Saturday, sunny with a high near 75. Saturday night, mostly clear with a low around 52. Sunday, sunny with a high near 78. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a low around 54.
That's your forecast from the Vaughn Materials Weather Center. Call Vaughn Materials for dirt, rock, decorative stone, or mulch. Delivery available. Call 219-816-1142 or visit their website at vaughnexcavating.com.
Welcome to Touhyville, 97.7 The Q and 98 Gold. It's time for a look at sports. It's brought to us by our friends over at Nitco. Visit nitco.com today and find out how you can get high-speed internet for your home or your business.
A pleasant Good Friday. Here's your sports. I'm Frank Sprinkle. Major League Baseball, the White Sox and Cubs off Thursday ahead of both clubs gathering at Guaranteed Rate Field for their brief two-game set. But the White Sox, making the biggest baseball news of the day, begin to hold accountability for the turmoil of the 2024 season. On Thursday, the White Sox parted ways with manager Pedro Grifol, fired in this his second season, composing an overall record of 89-190. Also relieved bench coach Charlie Montoyo, third base coach Eddie Rodriguez, and assistant hitting coach Mike Tozar. Currently, the White Sox find themselves sitting at the worst mark in the majors, 28 wins, 89 losses. That's in all 61 games under 500, and recently equaling the American League mark, 21 straight defeats. Assuming the managerial duties on an interim basis, first-year White Sox coach Grady Sizemore, the 42-year-old former center fielder with 4 big league clubs, played more than a decade, becoming a 3-time All-Star in Cleveland. With Grady Sizemore at the helm the rest of the season, the White Sox do embark on that brief two-game set against the crosstown rival Cubs. We'll have Friday's opener live from Guaranteed Rate Field on both Bear Country 104.5 FM and 98 Gold. White Sox Network pregame 6:30 p.m. Central, the first pitch at 7:10 p.m. Central. So training camp, the Bears wearing the pads Thursday at Hallis Hall in Lake Forest, Illinois, as head coach Matt Eberflus announced that the starters will play Saturday, including number 1 overall selection quarterback Caleb Williams in the second preseason tune-up at the Buffalo Bills. The starters sat out last week's preseason opener, the Hall of Fame game with the Houston Texans in Canton, Ohio. We'll have Saturday's Bears-Bills preseason tilt on 97.7 The Q. Bears Network pregame 10 a.m. Central, kickoff noon Central. Colts off the practice field Thursday, getting ready for their preseason opener with the Denver Broncos at Lucas Oil Stadium, which you can hear on 98 Gold. Colts Network pregame on Sunday, noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, kickoff 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central. Summer Olympics in Paris as the games near its end as of Friday morning. The United States medal count stands at 103, 30 gold, 38 silver, and 35 bronze. On Thursday in track and field, Tara Davis Woodhall claiming gold for the U.S. in long jump. Lastly, this announcement from the Rensselaer Central High School football team, who will hold their 7th annual Bomber Fish and Chicken Fry tomorrow, Saturday, August 10th, from 4:30 p.m. Central to 7 p.m. Central at the high school campus. This is an all-you-can-eat event, dine-in, carry-out, or drive-through provided by Dan's Fish Fry and served by members of the Bomber varsity football team. Anyone interested in attending is encouraged to buy tickets from a Bombers player or coach, with 1,500 tickets sold in advance. The ticket prices are $14 per adult and $8 per child. Tickets will also be available on Saturday night. Once again, it's the 7th annual Bomber Fish and Chicken Fry tomorrow, Saturday, August 10th, from 4:30 p.m. Central to 7 p.m. Central on the high school campus. And that's a look at your sports for this Friday. I'm Frank Sprinkle.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all 3? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Alrighty, let's play Find the Big Deal with Stragan Van Til. Give me a call, 219-866-4104. That's the phone number here. Let me know the price on Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper 12-ounce 12-packs on sale this week at Stragan Van Til. Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper 12-ounce 12-packs on sale this week at Stragan Van Til. 219-866-4104. 4104. Let me know the price. You'll be entered in for a chance to win that $50 gift card from Streck & Mantell and Touhyville.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you can easily find coverage options that fit your budget. If only it was that easy to name your baby.
How about Jaden?
No.
Okay. Michael?
Went to middle school with a glue-eating Michael.
Sebastian?
Dated one in college.
How about Damien?
Vampire name.
All right. Greg?
Not feeling it.
Okay. No worries. No worries. Jeffrey?
Oh, love that one.
Wait, really?
No.
Find coverage options that fit your budget with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
You're going to feel a puff of air.
Jong's Optometry has set their sights on staffing up.
Try the next line. Hey, Kim, can you tell our 2 o'clock we're running 15 behind? Sorry, we're a bit backed up today.
He needs an optometric technician to keep an eye on it all.
Where are the dilation drops?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-230-2777. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-230-2777. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-230-2777. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-230-2777, 800-230-2777, or biglou.com.
Congratulations to Kathy in Rensselaer. She knew that Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper 12-ounce 12-packs are on sale this week with a sale price of $5.99 each at Streck & Mantell. You can order your groceries online and get them delivered, or you can go pick it up. They'll do the shopping for you. Just go to shop.streckandmantell.com. Log in using your rewards account, login and password, shop.streckandmantell.com. You still get the in-store sale prices that we talk about. You can use your coupons, all that good stuff there. It's just that it's delivered, or you just pick it up and they shop for you. Order it all online. Streck & Mantell, life made simple, food made easy. All right, your second chance to get registered for that $50 gift card will be up on the WLQI and 98 Gold Facebook pages here in just a little bit. Head over there, comment with the price on the same item. You'll be entered in for a chance to win. We're going to draw the winner later on this morning here in Touhyville. Good luck.
It's time for the Home of the Week, brought to you by Cornerstone Real Estate in downtown Rensselaer.
Hi, Linda Heckema, listing agent for 315 North Collins Street, a beautifully maintained and updated traditional two-story home. The front entry welcomes you with original oak woodwork, open stairway, bench, and floors. The oak floors continue into the formal living room, adjacent dining room. The updated kitchen with appliances opens to a new addition with maple hardwood floors in an L shape that extends to the back entrance. This area has a huge built-in closet and a beautiful 3/4 bath. On the second floor, there are 4 bedrooms with original hardwood floors. The new addition adds 420 square feet to the upper level, which includes a fabulous full bath, custom laundry, and walk-in closet. The full basement, walk-up attic, 4-car garage with a bath, and landscaped lot complete this charming home. For your private showing of 315 North Collins Street, call Linda at 219-869-8662. Cornerstone, let our real estate experience work for you.
Listen for the Home of the Week every Wednesday and Friday morning on WLQI, featuring the best homes in the real estate market, brought to you by Cornerstone Real Estate on Washington Street in downtown Rensselaer.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," we need to talk. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Christine Bogan. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Stop by our office at 210 Washington Street in Rensselaer. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
I've always gotten tons of UTIs. Cranberry products never worked for me, and I was desperate for a way to be proactive. I'm Jenna Ryan, CEO and founder of Eucora. We've worked with doctors to develop effective urinary tract health products. Just mix a packet of Eucora with water and drink it when you need support, like right after intimacy. Eucora is helping over 100,000 women stay healthy. Ready to join them? Get 30% off at eucora.com/radio. That's UQORA.com/radio.
Morocco Classic Rock lives here. 97.7 FM WLQI. The Q.
Touhyville. You know what they say? Two Tuohys are better than one.
It's Friday.
F-I-D-A-Y. You had all week to talk about work.
Now it's the weekend, and that means it's
Party time!
The party is just getting started.
Wow, this will be like my first weekend off in my whole adult life.
Launch control, this is Houston. We are go for launch.
Roger that.
Okay, let's move out. Come on, let's go.
It's showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. Steve and Cheryl with you. Happy Friday, everybody. Portions of the show this morning brought to us by our friends over at Jasper County Community Services. If you're 55 and older, looking for something to do, looking for things to be a part of, there's so many things that they have going on.
Right. And there's no need to feel lonely. That's what there's no need to be alone. There's great ways to make friends there.
There really is. The last Tuesday of every month, they do Painting with Friends. That's at the Rensselaer Senior Center.
And that's just so much fun. So if you don't, if you're like, I'm not an artist, they're not looking for Picasso.
Yeah.
But it's a great outlet for your creativity. And it's very peaceful to paint. Like if you've ever done a sip and paint or anything like that, it kind of it puts you in a different zone to be creative. And unfortunately, a lot of us are running so hard that we don't stop.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sometimes you need to get going a little more, though. Sometimes you're not running so much when you're 55 and older, and you need to get going. Seniors in Motion, fitness and wellness program, low impact exercise, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m., also at the Rensselaer Senior Center. So Jasper County Community Services is the Rensselaer Senior Center and the Fozzie Center in DeMott on Route 10. So there's so many things going on there all the time. Find out more by going to Jasper County Community Services Facebook page. Also want to mention KIRPC Head Start. Okay. Back to school time is here. Find out more if you've got kids between the ages of 3 and 5, grandkids between the ages of 3 and 5. Find out all about what KIRPC does at their website, KIRPC.net, or on their Facebook page, KIRPC Head Start. Just look for that on Facebook. So, all right. So many things that we're doing this morning on a Friday, a Food Fight Friday. Dip edition. Okay. So
dip edition. And we're not talking about throwing it in the pool.
That's right. That's right. What do you want to dip your chips into? And listen, it's Touhyville. Feel free to double dip. That's why I'm telling you, it started with Terry Fagley with you, that you each get your own chips and salsa.
Since COVID, it started with her that it just wasn't. Yeah.
Now I get there at Ida's. Our waitress sees Mike from Precision Security. She just brings us two. She just knows we want two, and we each want our own. Now, if someone has some chips left at the end in salsa, we will share. But it's it's we each get our own, and we always need a second salsa. Always.
Yeah.
So it's all good stuff. So 61% going with the staple French onion dip. Chips and dip.
I just remember as a kid, Saturday night, the Sabbath would end, and then we'd be all excited because we could watch TV and we were going to watch Creature Feature, or Son of Svengoolie.
Yep.
And we'd pop a frozen pizza on the oven, and then we would take the thing of sour cream that my parents bought and dump the onion soup mix in, and then then Ruffles. Now, mind you, Ruffles were not $6.49 a bag.
Oh yeah,
half full of air. However,
right, that's life. I remember the first time I saw my mom do that, and my mind was blown. I'm like, wait a minute, what? You can just make your own? Like what?
And here I'm thinking, you're a chef. What?
Right? Like you can just like. She's like, yeah, you don't have to buy the thing. We can just make it. And I'm like, because I think so. My dad is not like a big sports guy. He'll watch sports. He's fine. Like he likes to go to a game or something, but he's not a big sports guy.
Yeah.
But my mom got more into sports having a boy. So we would watch football. So I'd be like, oh, there's no dip for the chips. I was going to have some chips and dip. And she's like, no problem.
Right. It's almost like Rice Krispie. It's the Rice Krispie treat of dips. Like, can you remember the first time you ever saw your parents make Rice Krispie treats after eating them and like just, and then finding out what?
Well, and the hardest thing about Rice Krispie treats is the idea of doing it before it cools down, like making sure it all like the timing of it is
because your arm is like, oh my God.
Yeah. So Jason says, when I first heard you talk about the dip, I was thinking a different style until I heard you say the rest of the poll question. Like dip, like dipsticks, like dum-dums. I don't know what he means. Like, what do you mean, Jason? By the way, go ahead.
He may have been thinking like, buffalo chicken dip, you have to cut up the chicken, you have to like put the Frank's Red Hots in it, but it's still,
you could do any dip you want. If you want to put it in the comments, go for it. So 61% said French onion, 25% go with salsa. Okay. 7% diving in with queso, which is, for me, queso would be a close second to salsa. Really enjoy my cheese. I like cheese. I could dip pretzels in it. I like chips in it.
When you say queso, do you just mean cheese, or do you mean like the cheese with the dip where you pour like paste picante in there and Velveeta in a crock pot and then
or our favorite, Rotel with Velveeta.
Or Rotel with Velveeta. Or when we went to queso class, we found out the truth about queso because you have to eat it. Which was a very
controversial class we went to. It was the truth about queso.
Cue the music. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
This week, what's his name?
Keith Morrison.
That's what I was saying. We needed Keith Morrison on it. But we found out that the reason that, like, when you go to try to microwave it, like, it turns into bouncy ball, like you could spackle your house with it, is because what you really want to do is start with a bechamel sauce. Like the key to it is to start with a roux, which is just flour and butter.
Okay.
And then to add like the cheese, because when you do it like that, you can reheat it as much as you want. Like it's not spackle afterwards.
I know. Really cool.
I was blown away.
By the way, Billy says, I think you meant chewing tobacco. He did, Billy. Jason says like Skoll, Copenhagen, that kind of. Got it. I didn't realize that's what you meant. Yeah. No, thank you. So 7% goes with queso, but I love, truthfully, soft pretzels with just melted cheese. Like I love that. That's a wonderful snack.
Well, you bought me those nugget things.
Have you tried them yet? Or did you? Okay. Are they as good as they look?
They are.
All right. Awesome.
But the cheese to me is not.
Okay.
So for me, I'm like the cheese packet can like, no, I'm not.
But there's lots of different cheeses you can get. I actually like the Tostito cheese that comes in a little jar you can melt. That's good stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
So I guess I could have just put melted cheese, but 7% go with queso, 5% with guac, 2% with spinach, and so far nobody's voted for cheese and chive, which makes sense for me. The only reason I put it in, it was in the national one, and I didn't even think of that as like a dip. Like I think of like cream cheese with chives, like you put on bagels and stuff. I don't think of it as a dip. So
it's tricky because they do sell a lot of stuff in the dip section that you could just put on a bagel. It's schmear. It's like so. Yeah. Now my favorite, I used to love all of the schmears from Einstein. But then they one by one they started getting rid of everything. Same thing with Panera. They had a great sun-dried tomato schmear. Loved it. Got rid of it. It's the curse. We need music. We need to create the curse of the Cheryl.
Yeah, really.
Attachment. It's like a Cheryl attachment disorder. It's CAD.
Yep.
And then it just goes away.
Jim says, I love to use Dean's. It's a meme though, but I'm thinking I love to use Dean's French onion dip on all my sandwiches instead of mayo, like as a spread. I mean, it would probably add flavor to it. I don't see why not. Michael giving us a little recipe real quickie.
Okay.
2 jars of paste salsa.
Okay.
1 block of Velveeta and a bag of small round tortillas. Fat guy food.
Fat guy food.
I love it.
Ooh.
I absolutely love it. Yeah, it's for football. I could just graze when I watch football on Sundays.
Now I'll add to fat guy food. You can then, I mean, if you don't use this one staple in your house, you need to. Johnsonville hot sausage. Now, I get why someone would see hot sausage and go, I don't like the spicy. This is flavorful hot, not hot. Let's blow your face right off your, shoulders.
Yeah.
Hot. But if you make that, like fry that up and put some into it, then you've got the cowboy queso.
Yeah.
Which is like when you add ground beef or you add like a spicy beef to it. Yeah.
All right.
It's yummy.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever done that one. Yeah. All right. Well, if we're going to go fat guy food, giant Pop-Tarts the size of big screen TVs sold out immediately in New York, LA, and Chicago.
I want one.
A Pop-Tart the size of a
Yeah. Oh, I love a good Pop-Tart, but I haven't had a Pop-Tart, I don't think, in 5 years at least. Like, it's one of those things like you go to the kids' house and they have them, and I heat my Pop-Tarts. You don't?
I do not. Yeah.
I
like
love
a dessert
hot, like just warm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Nope.
Yummy.
Yeah. Massive Pop-Tarts went on sale earlier this week and immediately sold out. They only made 15 of them though. So
wait, 15 total?
Yeah.
No, it's got to be 15 flavors, no?
No, 15 total. Well, it was just for
in
fun.
3 states? What the heck?
Yeah, it was
Who
just a
ate
fun
them?
little promotion.
Okay, what are they called? Supersized Pop-Tarts?
I guess. It doesn't give me a name. Each Pop-Tart party pastry, it's called, is over 70 times larger than a normal Pop-Tart. Big enough to feed, each one is big enough to feed 73 people.
Oh my!
So it's not like this was tiny when you say 15
it's not on
of them.
Amazon. I was looking all over the place to see because sometimes
Oh
how
no,
about on
this was
eBay?
like a promotion thing they did where you would go out to the place and you'd probably get a piece of the Pop-Tart.
Or you'd enter to win, I would think.
Yeah, maybe. I think when it says feed 73 people, I have a feeling they did it as like a thing. They cost $60. Oh, including delivery, so you do get the whole thing. The only flavor choice was strawberry, which is fine with me, as long as it's frosted. For the few people who scored one, they'll arrive in their packaging that looks like a normal Pop-Tart, but the box is 3 foot long. That's just stinking cool for pictures. I love it.
I know. And you know how I am with
yeah.
with that. I
Yeah.
want one.
You would
and
love
it's
that,
not
yeah.
even
Yep.
it's not even like listed. So it
Well, they're sold out.
right. But I was hoping to see it. Like I was hoping someone bought it and then they're
and
reselling it on eBay for something.
I don't think they've gotten them yet. I think they just went on sale this week and they sold out.
Okay, so on Delish, do you know what Delish is?
I've heard you talk about
So
it.
it's a site with all sorts of recipes. It's really, really good. If you know what I mean, you definitely, they have a picture of it.
I think I've gotten recipes off there. Yeah.
In honor of the brand's 60th birthday, it's $60.
That's cool. If a massively oversized Pop-Tart sounds like something you'd actually want, you might have another shot soon. They posted a video saying the 15 they made sold out so fast that they need to do another drop. So they will at some point.
Yeah, because it's all out. I got excited because I just went, they sent me a link. I went to the limited edition Pop-Tarts Pastry, Chicago. And it says it opened on the 7th and closed by 5 minutes later.
Yeah. It just went cuckoo. So
oh my gosh, it's adorable though.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
Yep.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, I've got some cool some showbiz news that I think we'll be interested in. Also, I've got some fun stats about back to school and a new Gen Z snack that is they're trying to overtake the avocado toast into a new thing. So we'll get into that in a little bit too.
Weather is brought to you by Bozeman Oil.
Today, sunny with a high near 76. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 51. Saturday, sunny with a high near 75. Saturday night, mostly clear with a low around 52. Sunday, sunny with a high near 78. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a low around 54.
That's your forecast from the Vaughn Materials Weather Center. Call Vaughn Materials for dirt, rock, decorative stone, or mulch. Delivery available. Call 219-816-1142 or visit their website at vaughnexcavating.com.
In March 2023, the USDA announced over $1 billion in funding through the Rural Energy for America program, offering grants and guaranteed loans to encourage ag producers and rural small businesses to implement energy efficiency improvements and renewable energy solutions. The USDA is sponsoring a free informational seminar that will explain currently available incentives, including specific details about the Rural Energy for America grant program. Join us Thursday, August 22nd from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Top Link Business Center in Rensselaer. Pre-register online at hsisolar.com to reserve your spots.
So you're telling me I can get any Quiznos 8-inch sub for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
So I can order an 8-inch Baja Chicken Club for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
Or a Black Angus Steakhouse for $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Or a French dip, or a steakhouse cheddar, or a peppercorn steak.
For $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Only at Quiznos in Wheatfield, right across from KV.
$5.55 after 5 for any 8-inch sub at the Quiznos in Wheatfield. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Download the Quiznos app today.
Head to Another Season in DeMott to find unique gifts for friends, family, and more. You may even find a little something for you, like I always do. At Another Season, you'll find Duke Cannon products for men and Capri Blue and Swan Creek candles to make your home smell amazing. The new patch bar is a great way to show off your personal style. Grab patches for things like hats, jackets, and koozies. They'll get all those patches put on your items right there in the store. Explore their gourmet selection of charcuterie essentials for that next get-together. No time to water your flowers? No problem with Forever Flowers. And they don't die.
Need a gift for any reason? Head to Another Season, 605 North Halleck Street in DeMott. Connect with them on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive updates and inspiration.
Taco Bell's new cheesy street chalupas have a lot going for them. For one, they come in pairs, both with your choice of shredded chicken or grilled marinated steak. Then there's the cheesy chalupa shells and creamy jalapeno ranch sauce. Can't count those out either. But the star of the show is their authentic street style, topped with onions and cilantro, and perfectly sized for eating one-handed. You know, while you're walking around the street or your living room, wherever. Grab some cheesy street chalupas at a participating Taco Bell today.
For a limited time only while supplies last.
When you've got real work to do, Metal Supermarkets will help you get it done fast. With a huge variety of metals in stock, we can help no matter what job comes your way. And we cut to size. Because just like taxes and BS, we think metal is better when cut. Metal Supermarkets, the convenient stores for metal. Find a store or shop online at metalsupermarkets.com.
Enrollment in the Soil and Water Outcomes Fund is open. Want to add or expand conservation practices on your operation, such as reducing your tillage, implementing cover crops, or extending crop rotations? Soil and Water Outcomes Fund can help you earn more for your acres. Farmers enrolled in the program last year earned an average of $33 per acre. Enhance your farm's financial resiliency through improved soil health. Learn more and sign up for a free estimate today at theoutcomesfund.com. Brought to you by the Indiana Soybean and Corn Checkoffs.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent. So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle.
Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Free and Gentle. This back-to-school season, Tide and Downy are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win. No purchase necessary. US/DC 17+. End September 30th. Rules. Tide.com/scholarship/official rules.
97.7 The Q.
Touhyville. 2 Tuies, no waiting.
Wakey, wakey. You hear this is going to get your attention, I tell you, man.
We got a great show tonight.
Do you know what time it is?
Nope. But I did say it would get your attention.
Oh, it's early morning, actually.
Whoa! Don't attack before I've had my coffee.
Just calmly pour yourself a cup of joe and focus.
Get yourself a cup of coffee.
Wake yourself up.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Let the games begin.
Welcome into Touhyville. Happy Friday, everybody. Friday means giveaways here in Touhyville, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
We got the high-low game we'll pick our winner for a little bit later on. We've got Find the Big Deal. We'll get a winner on. We'll try and get a winner on the pizza quiz. We got all kinds of cool stuff that happens on a Friday here. So stick around for that. Today's high-low game, everybody should be entered in because the card we picked on Monday was an ace. So ace is number one in our game. So that means as long as you sit higher, you're in. No need to pick draw. No need to pick draw because if it's a draw, everybody's
right.
entered.
Everybody's in.
So, and of course, you can always go to the Hilltop for all kinds of great food and drink and fun, all kinds of good stuff. Watch the big games, all kinds of good stuff. So lots of cool stuff happening at the Hilltop in Morocco. We're very excited to be out and about at Touch of Dutch this Saturday. So many things going on. Okay, so you got the parade, you got the 3-on-3 basketball tournament, which I believe last year was the first year for that. It was a real hit. So a lot of fun there for the folks playing in the 3-on-3 basketball tournament. We are going to be handling all the festivities from the band shell. Now, there's going to be vendors, food vendors, and craft vendors, and local businesses, and just tons of stuff out there. The main sponsor of Touch of Dutch is Strachan Van Til, and they're going to have water and fruit and stuff.
Fruit cups.
Of course, all of this is put on by the DeMott Chamber of Commerce, who does a great job. All the good folks over there, Diva and everybody else on the Chamber of Commerce just does a great job of putting this on. It's a year-round thing to put this together, and it shows because it's a great festival. I had somebody say to me the other day, it's kind of like taking a week-long festival and mushing it all into one day. It's really cool. We are excited that we're going to be out there emceeing the whole thing, having fun.
We're having a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blast. We're gonna play some games. We got bozo buckets. We got a little field goal thing we're gonna do. We're just gonna have fun. It's just our side of the thing is to just have fun in between the bands. That's what we're doing. So
and we know how to have fun.
Yes, it's gonna be a blast. Party Foul takes the stage at 12:15. All these bands, by the way, are a blast. So you got the car show going on out there. Steel Country will be on the stage at 2:30. Small Town, a tribute to John Mellencamp at 4:30, and then local favorite Naughty. They play a whole bunch of different variety of music. They'll be on at 7:00, and then the fireworks at dusk after the band. So it's going to be a lot of fun out there. For all the info that you need, just look for Touch of Dutch on Facebook. Go check out the DeMott Chamber website. All kinds of great stuff going on. Touch of Dutch this Saturday. That's tomorrow, by the way.
I know, it's crazy. And so much work. You've been on the committee on meetings for a year.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. It's a year-long process. Yeah. They put a bunch into this. Yeah. It's really it's a lot. And it's great. I'm so excited to be a part of it. So I saw a trailer yesterday for a movie coming to theaters that I cannot wait to see.
What?
It's called Saturday Night, and it is all about the creation of Saturday Night Live.
Oh.
Now,
is it a documentary or
no? It's a scripted movie. It's a movie, and I'm telling you, I did not recognize a lot of the actors, and it looks like they got some really good people that reminded me of John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase. I mean, it was like I was watching this. It surrounds around. It's a lot around Lorne Michaels. So I don't know how involved they were in that. I never even heard of this movie until yesterday. I saw a trailer. Sometime.
Okay. All right.
That's what's weird about. I watch a lot of these trailers. And they don't all say.
They don't say October of 2020.
When sometimes they do. Sometimes they just say coming soon. And I don't honestly remember what this one said. So I'm sure I can find it.
Okay.
But let's see here. Yeah, just let's see if I scroll to the end of the trailer, if it'll tell me. But I just know.
I'm gonna look it up because you know what I can't stand?
October 11th. So there you go. Exclusively in theaters, October 11th.
Okay.
So
yeah.
So looking forward to that. It looked.
I can't because they started promoting Barbie 2 years ago, and And I was like, I remember seeing the date, October of 2020, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Like,
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had no idea this was even a movie. I didn't know what it was, but when I saw the picture from the trailer, I'm like, that's got to be Saturday Night Live. And I clicked on it, and I was really
wildly
impressed.
surprised.
Yeah, I was really impressed. It looks really cool, and that's the kind of stuff that I'm really into. Is the creation of that, and because I didn't know if it was a TV show, I didn't know what it was. So then when I saw it,
I really, I mean, Lorne Michaels, you kind of just. That's all I've ever heard him about, but I feel like he's been there since.
Well, he created it. Yeah, I mean, it's his. He left for a little while, and then came back. So I'm in other showbiz news. I'm currently rewatching Ted Lasso, which is not really showbiz news. That's just me being me. I watch things over and over again. But I saw this in People magazine. The future of Ted Lasso currently lies squarely in Jason Sudeikis' hands. Well, it always has, guys. That's not really a story. It's almost been a year and a half since the TV show aired its third season, which he created. But it's still a never say never situation, they say. Bill Lawrence, creator of Scrubs, who worked with Jason Sudeikis on this, told Collider magazine just recently that by nature of how beloved the show was by everyone who worked on it, everybody thinks at some point it's going to happen. They say rumors start to spread that a fourth season could be in the works. He said the answer to whether or not that happens is whatever Jason Sudeikis feels like.
Now, here's
it's
what
totally in his decision, and we're all great with that, he says. So.
Here's what I want to know. Who did the casting? Because it's brilliant. Like, I don't even understand casting, like how you, I don't know how you identify the right people for the right roles, but every single person that it has a role in that I loved. I thought was perfect for it. The guy, who was the guy, the weirdo guy with the glasses who keeps coming in and doesn't have an office. His office keeps moving.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's perfect.
Higgins, I think.
Higgins, that's it. I mean, he's perfect. They're all perfect.
Yep.
But at first glance, like, what?
How do you know?
Like, I don't know how you know that. I mean, I just don't.
Well, and I think I've told you this story before, but the funny story behind Roy Kent, who plays like the angry, player / coach, and
Brett Goldstein.
Brett Goldstein, he was one of the writers of the show in the beginning, and was not cast in that role. They were casting that role, and he didn't even tell them, and he came in to an audition for it. And they're like, oh, ha, ha, ha. And he's like, no, I really want to, and
well, probably because he knew in his head had an idea of who was going to, you know what I mean?
But that's not who he is. I guess he's like a super nice guy. He's a comic. He's like a stand-up comic, like funny guy. But he had this take on it, and they were like, all right, well, let's let him audition, but it's not him. Like, he's not the guy. And then they were like, he's the guy. Like, boom, he knocked it out. But they did not think he was gonna do that part. So yeah, I love the whole show. It's just all good stuff.
So it's Allison Jones is the casting director.
Yeah.
And Jason Sudeikis reached out to her and said, if I was casting a show out of London, who would I use? And she suggested herself.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
She suggested me. I'm forever grateful he listened to her. Wait a minute. Does that mean I suggested me? She said, you do it?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
I think
cool.
she's saying that she told Jason Sudeikis to do the casting.
Got it.
I think.
Okay.
That's the way I'm taking it. And I think it was collaborative because they were producers and stuff like that. So that's the way I take it. Yeah. Wouldn't you take it that way or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
But here, so he's talking about the fact that as soon as Hannah Waddingham walked in, that was it. And
Which
then
is mind-blowing.
And then they said that for Higgins, it was a whole different way you read the part, so that they got Nick Mohammed. So Nick Mohammed, the guy who plays Nate, originally came in for that role for Higgins.
I could see that too. Yeah, it's amazing. I love those stories because there's so many stories like that about other sitcoms and stuff. Of on Friends. She played Monica.
I'm looking right at her.
Yep. They had her cast. She was Rachel.
Monica Geller is played by, now, of course, you're not, Courtney Cox.
Courtney Cox, thank you.
Gosh, that hurt.
So Courtney Cox was Rachel on Friends. She was Rachel. They said that's Rachel, the Jennifer Aniston role,
right?
And
so where was Jennifer Aniston?
Jennifer Aniston wasn't in the show yet. Yeah, and Belinda says Courtney Cox. Thank you. She said, I really think I'm Monica. And they're like, okay, but we see you as Rachel. And she's like, I know, but I really think I'm Monica. And yeah, she got Monica instead, It's really one of the interesting things too, that Matthew Perry, I think, was one of the last ones picked for, and he in his book, he talks about how he was actually on another show about baggage claim handlers in like 2070 or something like that, like for spaceships. He was like picked for a show that, and he's like, if that show took off, I'd never get Friends, because he was already locked into that role. And they had actually one of his friends, the guy friends that he hung around with, was an actor as well, and it looked like he was going to get the role. And Matthew Perry was like, from the time that I read Chandler, I knew it was me. I'm like, I could tell he's doing it wrong. Like, he was practicing with him, and he's like, he's doing it wrong. That's not Chandler. Like, here's how he needs to be Chandler. Yeah. So when he finally got it, obviously, yeah. So absolutely just
yeah, because the casting for it always blows me away, because I love the characters. And then when we watched the last episode, I sobbed because I was like,
which show now are we? Sorry, I moved off on the Friends. We're talking
Ted Lasso.
Yeah,
I was a mess because it was no more. Like, The Chosen is doing that to me too.
Oh yeah,
like how they chose the character for Jesus and Mark and Matthew and Lucas or Luke and Mary, and I'm addicted to The Chosen.
Yeah.
But they keep on, because it's like I guess they just don't have millions in the bank. So it's like every time they do it, they go out for money. It takes so much time
that
I'm like, oh, can't you just they want to do, I think it's 10 seasons of The Chosen.
Yeah.
So good.
Well, that's what I look at with Ted Lasso. It's like, it's to stop when it's still going well seems so weird to me.
Yeah. And Juno Temple in it. I mean, she was in my Lifetime movie.
Oh yeah.
About oh gosh, I forget what it's called, but it's the one where the guy, the mom, she's the daughter, the mom meets somebody online, starts dating him, and he's a conniving crook. And yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never even heard of her till Ted Lasso. So
she's adorable.
All right. So we were talking food earlier, which is rare for us. We sometimes end up on
all we
food.
can think and talk about, really.
I know sometimes it's just like, but we were talking about fat guy foods that, these giant Pop-Tarts went to LA, Chicago, and New York. Jason says, why don't any of these fat man foods ever happen here in Indiana? I protest.
Right.
I'm with you.
You're being discriminated against.
Right.
That's all.
Listen, we got plenty of fat guys here in Indiana. Come on. All right. So millennials are the ones that really brought in avocado toast. It became a big thing with millennials. And you love avocado toast.
Avocado toast.
Yep. Well, Gen Z is trying to replace it now with tomato iced toast. Okay. Gen Z TikTokers have stunned viewers with their latest concoction using shaved frozen vegetables. So they freeze a tomato, and then you use like a grater, and you're shaving it onto your crispy bread, I guess. They say they're making savory granitas. Granita, a simple shaved ice, has long been enjoyed by Italians, typically made from freezing fruit, herbal, or spicy juices, sometimes adding simple syrup and scraping the frozen block into a bowl to be eaten. Lemon, cinnamon, jasmine, and espresso are some of those most common flavors found on menus around the world.
I don't know.
It doesn't look attractive to me.
No.
It looks like shaved ice on like crispy bread. Like, what's that bruschetta bread that I said I like Melba toast,
crostinis
or something like it. Yeah, this doesn't look attractive. Although I have to be honest, even though I now like guacamole, avocado toast has no.
Okay, you haven't tried it, so I'm going to have to make it for you because you will love it. And then when you take 12-grain bread, toast it, make the avocado. Honestly, you don't even have to make guac to do it, but you can. You can just take sliced avocado and you put either everything seasoning on it or some crushed red pepper in it. And then you put an egg that's over medium on it. So it just kind of gooey's. Oh,
you just said all things that I don't have any desire to try.
Oh, together. I love avocado
not a piece
toast.
of it. Like, yeah, none of it sounds appetizing to me. So, but yeah.
Oh, snow cone. So it's like a snow cone.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It looks like frozen, like shaved ice. It looks really odd. So I don't really understand it. Yeah. Not for me. I'm gonna pass. Earlier we were talking about how many lazy days we all need in a year. 60 lazy days in a year.
Yeah.
Okay. But I want to help people out, because maybe you need more, maybe you need less. Here's some signs that you're already so lazy you probably don't deserve a lazy day. Okay? Your to-do list says nap and then nap again. It's impossible to tell where your body ends and your beanbag begins when you're sitting in one. You spent all day at the job hiding from customers. In other words, you work at Home Depot. You spend more time in your pajamas than your stoner roommate. Then you probably don't need a lazy day. Yeah. Getting off the couch takes such effort that you order Uber Eats to bring you the food that DoorDash left on your porch.
Could you imagine?
That's lazy. Your Apple Watch keeps asking if you've been rendered immobile and needs to call 911. So, are you okay? Are you okay? When you log on to TikTok, it says you've watched everything. You're done. You've covered it all. Instead of changing the dead batteries on your remote, you just quit watching TV. I can't even look. I just forget it. And another sign you don't need a lazy day. You named your kids TBD1 and TBD2.
Oh my gosh.
We'll get to it. I don't know. Just call them whatever. Kid 1, thing 1 and thing 2, whatever. We'll get to it at some point. So, all right, let's take a break. When we come back, lots more fun to be had, including, since we're talking so much food stuff, I did not know that this was a thing until this morning.
What?
The Ice Cream Museum in New York.
Oh, yeah.
Never even heard of it. So we're going to talk about that and more. Stick around. All right, honey, I'm heading out for my morning walk. Hey, neighbor, front yard is looking great.
Yeah, we picked up some beautiful plants from Clark's.
Oh, there's Scott. Hey, your landscaping looks incredible.
Yep, quick trip to Clark's for some rocks and mulch. It was super easy with their help.
All right, see you guys later. Honey, I'm back from my walk.
Great. Hey, I was thinking we should really do something with our front yard.
We should go to Clark's Garden and Floral Center. They have everything from plants to rocks and mulch to outdoor decorations.
Great idea. Did you come up with that on your own?
Of course.
Clark's Garden and Floral Center on Route 231 in Remington. Visit online at clarksgardenandfloral.com and like them on Facebook. Rensselaer Iron and Metal is the picture of going green. Recycling metals is what they do. Keeping the metal business right here in the good old USA is what they're all about. Giving top dollar for your scrap iron not only helps keep your community clean, but it keeps our jobs and steel industry going strong. Remember, when you take your scrap to Rensselaer Iron and Metal, you're supporting your own economy. Rensselaer Iron and Metal, where your trash turns into cash.
A little change can go a long way. If you'd like to gain the skills needed to find a better job, the Indiana Department of Workforce Development offers free training services through Work One centers in your area. You can earn your high school equivalency, increase your annual earnings, get free job training, or even get a better job at your current workplace. Make a little change today. It could go a long way in your future. To learn more about free training services offered by the Indiana Department of Workforce Development, go to jobseekers.dwd.in.gov.
Funding is provided by the United States Department of Labor. This material does not necessarily reflect the views or policies of the United States Department of Labor, nor does mention of trade names, commercial products, or organizations imply endorsement by the United States government. Equal Opportunity Employer Program auxiliary aids and services are available upon request to people with disabilities.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all three? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Remember the neighborhood pharmacy? Always there, filling your prescriptions, answering your questions about which cough syrup is best, or to pick up a birthday card for mom. You could count on them to be there for you. That spirit is alive today at Glotzbaugh Pharmacy in Fowler because they are your family-owned and operated neighborhood pharmacy and convenience store. Glotzbaugh has a full pharmacy with pharmacists that can answer any questions you may have and help you with whatever you need. Glotzbaugh is also your one-stop shop for gift items, cards, helium balloons, energy drinks, pop, and liquor with the best beer prices in Benton County. Glotzbaugh also carries grass-fed, locally sourced meat, chicken, and sausage from Midwest Prime Farms. Perfect for the grill this summer. Glotzbaugh Pharmacy even has CBD products to relieve your aches and pains. Plus, they carry CBD products for your pets as well. Visit Glotzbaugh Pharmacy today at 500 South Grant Street in Fowler. And be sure to like Glotzbaugh Pharmacy on Facebook. From bandages to beer, Glotzbaugh Pharmacy's got you covered.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. hims.com/joy.
Your home for Chicago Bears football and Northwest Indiana's home for classic rock. The Q, 97.7 FM WLQI, Rensselaer.
This check of news brought to us by Fozzie Califf Appliances in Rensselaer and DeMott. Here's Russ Martin.
The Law Enforcement Division of the Indiana Department of Natural Resources issued a statement yesterday afternoon that the body of the missing 17-year-old male from Eagan, Minnesota was recovered Thursday morning in Lake Michigan near Beverly Shores in Porter County. His name was not released. We told you previously that the teen was reported missing and 3 other people, including a Good Samaritan, were found in distress on shore last Tuesday. Those 3 people were last reported in stable condition. Police in Rochester found 2 people deceased inside of a vehicle near the police department in that city on Tuesday. Authorities believe Keith Parsons, age 49, killed 42-year-old Heidi Prince. Law enforcement went on to say the man and woman had both been shot, and the two were found after police were requested to do a wellness check around 11 p.m. that night. Parsons and Prince both resided in Rochester. Authorities stated they believed there was no foul play in the death of Parsons. Police said no more information was being released at this time. The Jasper County Sheriff's Department reported 40-year-old Wesley Joshua Jackson of Indianapolis was incarcerated Tuesday at the detention center on a failure to appear warrant for the following charges: 2 counts of forgery and 2 counts of theft. A press release issued yesterday stated an investigation began last November following the report of alleged check fraud. The press release stated 2 checks made out to the accused, totaling more than $6,300, appeared to have been tampered with and included alterations to the payee and the amounts. The DeMott Touch of Dutch Festival runs from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. on Saturday in Spencer Park. The event is sponsored by the DeMott Chamber of Commerce, and organizers said they have 125 vendors, 31 of which will be selling food items. The parade is at 10 a.m. along Halleck Street or Highway 231, beginning at the north end of town. Halleck Street will be closing at 9:30 in preparation for the parade. The car show runs from 9 until 2, and music entertainment runs from 12:15 until 9 o'clock. Fireworks will be set off at dusk. A group of White County residents have petitioned against further wind turbines in the county. The group presented more than 600 names to that county's commissioners at their meeting this month. The people who signed the petition, sponsored by the White County Citizens Group, are largely concerned about thousands of acres of tillable ground they say would be good for crops that would no longer be available if commercial wind farms are constructed. The petition is asking for a moratorium on wind farms until additional ordinances addressing their concerns are forthcoming. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe and well. I'm Russ Martin.
Back to school savings start at Fozzie Califf Appliances. Daily life can be messy when your family's always on the go. Whirlpool's innovative laundry features help you wash more in a single load. From soccer uniforms to kids' favorite blankets, Fozzie Califf has a full selection of Whirlpool washers and dryers that will help you get laundry done faster, so you can spend more time making messes instead of cleaning up after them. For back to school savings on Whirlpool washers and dryers, see the crew at Fozzie Califf Appliances in DeMott and Rensselaer.
Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
88-year-old Vera George of Rensselaer passed away on Saturday, July 13th. Friends may call at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer on Saturday, August 10th, beginning at 10 a.m. Central Time. A memorial service for Vera George will follow immediately at 11 at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer. Interment of cremated remains will be at Western Reserve National Cemetery in Ohio at a later date. Online condolences may be made at jacksonfuneral.com. In memory of Vera George, please consider a contribution to either Southern Care Hospice or George Ade Memorial Health Care. Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer, entrusted with her arrangements. 89-year-old Carl Anspaugh of Winnemac passed away on August 2nd. Visitation will be from 9 until 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, August 10th at Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. Masonic services will be held at 9 a.m. Eastern on Saturday, also at Frame Mortuary. Funeral services for Carl Anspaugh will be held at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday at the funeral home. Burial will take place at Winnemac Cemetery. The American Legion and VFW will conduct military graveside services. Memorial contributions may be made to the Friends of the Panhandle Pathway or Pulaski County Human Services Food Pantry. Online tributes may be offered at framemortuary.com. 47-year-old Catherine Ann Gilbert of Rensselaer passed away on August 4th. Visitation will be held at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer, on Monday, August 12th from 10 a.m. until noon Central Time, with funeral services for Catherine Ann Gilbert to follow at noon, officiated by Pastor Jeremy Isley. Interment taking place at Memory Gardens, Rensselaer. In lieu of flowers, memorial contributions may be made to the family. To share memories and or condolences, please visit jacksonfuneral.com. 97-year-old Hilda Yoder of Rensselaer passed away on Saturday, August 3rd. Private family services for Hilda Yoder will be held at a later date. Online condolences may be expressed at jacksonfuneral.com. In memory of Hilda Yoder, please consider a contribution to her favorite charity, the Good Samaritan Food Pantry of Rensselaer. Jackson Funeral Chapel Rensselaer is handling the arrangements. 69-year-old Gregory Lee Greg Padell, formerly of Winnemac, passed away on Saturday, August 3rd. A celebration of life for Greg Padell will be held on Saturday, August 24th in South Carolina. Memorial donations may be made to the Purdue University Institute of Cancer Research and/or the Cheryl Lynn Welter Charitable Foundation. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather brought to you by Monticello's Sycamore Drive-In.
Today, sunny with a high near 76. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 51. Saturday, sunny with a high near 75. Saturday night, mostly clear with a low around 52. Sunday, sunny with a high near 78. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a low around 54.
That's your forecast from the Vaughn Materials Weather Center. Call Vaughn Materials for dirt, rock, decorative stone, or mulch. Delivery available. Call 219-816-1142 or visit their website at vaughnexcavating.com.
The Q, 97.7 FM WLQI. Touhyville, 2 Touhies, and that's a lot of Touhy.
Look who's up, sleepyhead.
It's too early. I'm so sleepy.
Dude, you're being very unballer right now. I'm just trying to help you wake up, man. Get back to work. Go back sleepy. Sleepy.
We've got a lot to do today.
I love my job.
But I don't work for free.
Did I mention it's a paying gig?
Well, I've got my attention. You got my attention.
Get it together. Put a smile on your face.
It's showtime!
Steve and Cheryl with you here, having fun on a food obsessed Friday is what I feel like we've got going here.
Always.
A lot of food stuff happening today, including Food Fight Friday, which is our poll question on Fridays. We talk food. Today is Dip Edition, asking you, what's your favorite dip? Okay. Kind of running away with it is French onion. That's the staple, 52%. Salsa coming in there, 18%. 12% going with queso, same amount going with guacamole. So those two tying it up. 5% going with spinach, 1% for cheese and chive. Just not really getting anywhere with that. Which makes sense. Like I said, I threw it in there. Sometimes I just throw in from the national survey because I realize just because I don't know about it doesn't mean people don't like it or love it. So, coming up next weekend, it is Goodstock Operation Restoring Hope Music Festival, benefiting the Newton and Jasper County Veterans Assistance Fund. That is next Saturday out at Foster Park in Goodland. We're excited to be a part of that as well. We're going to be out there. They have a regular MC named Mike that does it every year.
Okay.
So we're with Touch of Dutch, like we're the MC for the whole thing. We're gonna team up with Mike. We're gonna be doing stuff. We're gonna be broadcasting. We're gonna be doing videos. Again, we're just gonna be out there having a good time. We're just gonna be out there having fun for Goodstock. Good stuff for a good cause. It's all in Goodland. So much good.
Restoring Hope.
So much good in Goodland. So rain or shine, it's happening. Melon Cougar, Rodney Watts, Creedence Revived, and starting at 3:30, local singer-songwriter Lindsay Lowe, who's going to join us next week. Come in with her acoustic guitar, play some tunes. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that. Really looking forward to it. Gonna have some fun.
I love local artists.
Yeah. And I checked out some of her videos. She's really good. It's a lot of fun. And then the fun continues out in Hoopston. I mean, really, I was talking with Troy over at White's Auto Sales yesterday. He's like, fair season, you guys are just all over the place. I'm like, yep. Newton County Fair to Jasper County Fair to Touch of Dutch to Goodstock to Francisville Fall Festival to Little Touch Dutch to National Sweet Corn Festival. Like it's all just it's all fun stuff.
But I honestly, what are summers without fests? Like even without the kids, like you still want to go. You want to feel the sun on your face. You want to eat sweet corn. You want to, listen to great music. You want to shop local vendors that you don't see all the time, like, and get something really cool or is special, like not Amazon. Like,
It's all just fun.
you know,
It's all just good stuff.
eat
Yeah.
good food. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Really excited
Yeah.
about it. So speaking of eating tons of sweet corn, plenty of sweet corn at the Hoopston Sweet Corn Festival going on Thursday, August 29th through Monday, September 2nd. So what a great time for everyone out there. 80 years of sweet ears. So head out
I
there for
love that.
Yeah.
80 years of sweet ears.
Yep. Yeah. Good stuff there.
Because honestly, that is one of my favorite. That's the favorite fast food for me. Is sweet corn.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah.
Love
Jacqueline
it.
says, Dylan and Mike are my little brothers. I might be there too. Well, Jacqueline, we look forward to seeing you out there.
Oh,
it's going to be a blast. Yes. Yeah, we can't wait. We're so excited to be a part of Good Stock this year. I know it's something that Dylan and I have been talking about for a couple of years about getting us involved. So we've always sponsored it. We had the bands on and stuff like that, but we haven't been out there in a while. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fun.
Yes.
All right. So I saw this, since we're obsessed with food this morning. The Museum of Ice Cream's New York City location is being sued for failing to warn people of the dangers of jumping into the sprinkle pool. Now, I don't know all the details of this.
Well,
this
you
problem.
said to me, I can't believe this. I go, no. And then I showed you, it's not a pool like a swimming pool. It's a pool like you buy your kids with the balls. It's a ball pit. It's a sprinkle pit.
Yeah.
So no, you can't go head first into it unless you want to break your head.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, why do people have to ruin things? I mean, why? Just, yeah, just. This is fun. You're at the ice cream museum. What are you gonna ruin stuff?
Right, knock it off.
I mean, come on.
Right. Obviously, you're not supposed to jump around there like a behemoth. I mean, you're not,
Right. No behemoths.
See? You actually said that right.
Well, I could say
instead
all
of eeking, knocking, sneaking, schnocking.
Okay,
Yeah.
listen. I could say
Behemoth's an animal.
I could say right, but I like to just say animal.
But like, I don't mean like, don't act like an animal. Don't be a behemoth. Don't.
What the rest of us say is don't be an idiot. So that's hey, knock it off. Don't be an idiot. So listen, everything is supposed to be good with sprinkles.
Thursday, a chance of sprinkles.
When there's sprinkles, it's all good stuff.
Is that your favorite meteorologist?
Yeah.
What?
The museum, which consists of a series of ice cream themed art installations, created a reasonable but false expectation that the sprinkle pool is fit and safe for the activity. No, they didn't.
No, they did
They
not.
didn't.
Stop with
They
your
didn't.
dumb lawsuits.
Yeah.
Okay.
The lawsuit accuses the museum, which has 4 locations throughout the U.S., of negligence, including failing to have adequate warnings about the dangers and risks of jumping into the sprinkle pool. Stop being an idiot.
Right.
Don't behemoth the nenemas. See,
Don't be a behemoth.
See, I can say it right if I want to, but I don't like to.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just silly. So, which is fine. I'm leaving the silliness behind, because what that did do was make me aware that there is an ice cream museum, which also, by the way, they said it's a bunch of art. Come here, ice cream museum board.
Right. We're gonna need something that we can eat.
The ice cream museum is supposed to be fun.
Yep.
I want banana splits. I want hot fudge sundaes. I want swirl cones.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's kind of like when they did the chocolate. They did the chocolate at the Museum of downtown Chicago with the big dinosaur in front of it.
Science and Industry.
No. Because that's the fun museum. That should have been the cocoa, the chocolate
All
exhibit. But it was at the one with the dinosaur where you see Tutankhamun, and then you kind of walk around going, "Why am I here?"
History
And,
Museum, Science Industry, and the other one. Yeah,
the other one. Anyway. But
so they had chocolate
there. So they had chocolate, which was really interesting because I never knew it came from a cacao bean. Like I didn't know anything about stuff. And then they had a little bit of taste testing because without sugar. Okay.
Yeah. What?
And then, but the exit, here's where it was genius. The exit was a chocolate gift shop.
See what I'm saying?
There you go. What are you doing? Right?
And if
right.
if the ice cream museum, they should have different like exhibits of ice cream. We try this ice cream. We try this ice cream.
I would think like you would have to set up like a Ben and Jerry's type of long thing. Want to taste? Want to taste? Want to taste? Want to taste? Yeah,
absolutely. Lori says, thank you, Stephen Cheryl, for always making me laugh daily. Have a great day and weekend. Lori, thank you. We appreciate you. That's very sweet. So what this did, though, was make me aware that there is an ice cream museum. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we started talking about it. And so you did a little research.
Field Museum. Okay.
Field Museum. Yeah.
This was killing me.
Yeah.
But the Field Museum needs to get like,
I spent
other than dead dinosaurs and like you're kind of like
I spent a late night at the Field Museum one time. We did I worked as an extra on a movie that they were filming out in front of there. So we hung out in the Field Museum and we were there like overnight.
I'm going to tell you, it is the coolest experience ever to be in a museum at night when there's nobody else around.
Kind of wild.
And
people
creepy. Again, travel and tourism, it was a little bit like, did I just see that thing move?
Right.
Kind of like when I go to a wake, because Jewish people don't have open caskets. It's kind of, and they bury fast. So boom, like my dad died at 11 o'clock on a Tuesday, buried Wednesday at 9 a.m. Like it just goes woo, because then the grief period starts. So we do the soul ascends to heaven according to Judaism. Anyway, then I came into going to some wakes, and I was like, I don't know if I'm the only one like at a wake that feels creeped out, but I stand in line and then I go, I think he just blinked. And in my head, I'm like, he might not be dead. Do you think he's really dead? I'm not sure if he's really dead because I think he just moved. It freaks me out every time, no matter who it is, because I'm always like, I think he just winked at me.
I know there is something a little odd about it. There's some cultures that take pictures with the casket,
right? Which I understand. Like I understand that, but I also, because I grew up in the culture, I still okay. So I had an uncle who died, and it was the not as religious side of the family. And I loved this uncle because he was really gruff, but he always had like bubble gum, like cigars for us. So he was like a fun uncle that we only saw, but was scary as hell. Anyway, so this was the first time we didn't go to like a temple type, like a synagogue type thing, where they did his memorial at a normal like Jackson Funeral Home type place.
Okay.
And I came in and I was holding my dad's hand because I was scared. So I had to be under 9 years old.
Okay.
And in the front row, my grandmother and my cousin Arlene and Rod, like they were all lined up. And I remember seeing them and being real excited because, to see them. So like I ran back and I ran up. And so now my back is facing the casket because I was a little creeped out as a kid, like, the casket part of it. Like this was new experience for me. And I hugged my Aunt Arlene and the whole front row stood up because it was my mom and my dad and my brother and okay. And I'm hugging and then it's getting more of a cluster, okay. And I take 2 steps back, bump into the casket, turn around, and it's my uncle.
My
like,
goodness.
Like, and I let out a geschrei. Like this is like a inner childless scream. My grandmother told that story to just about everyone on planet Earth. She thought it was hilarious. I was mortified and was freaking out. Like I needed a sedative. I was freaking out.
That's funny.
So that was my first story about an open casket. Was one of my relatives, and I was like, ooh.
Now there are lots of things that lots of ways that our radio show is unique from a lot of radio shows in the country. This could be the only one that was going to go into fun time museums and ended up at funerals. And that's we were gonna go. We went from sprinkles to death in a matter of minutes that
You
we
can
managed
count
to
on
pull
me,
that up.
and
It
in
wasn't
lieu,
just you.
in
We
lieu
both
of
went there,
donations,
yeah.
you can send my flowers
Listen,
to Touhyville Media
listen,
for
I know
560 Amsel Road.
I could follow the path and how we got there from creepy late night museums. I get it. So
That'll be the meeting afterwards. Like,
no.
I was going in a fun type of light way before you
It was
brought
fun.
into bumping
No,
into the
no,
casket,
See, and I
nearly
knew you were
knocking
gonna,
it down.
I knew you were going to do that. No, it's. I'm not saying you went to a bad place.
You
I'm
need
saying
the
this
Donald
is the
Trump.
only show. Like, yeah,
Donald Trump, you're fired.
it's no, I was thinking more of the
going down the tubers.
Yeah, no, it's but yeah, no, it's no, I could see exactly how we went there. I could follow it along. but
Sorry,
it's fine.
You're fired.
It's fine. So that said, though, now we have to get to the dumb criminal of the day. So after we do that, then we'll come back to the fun museum.
Stay
stuff
tuned. I promise
before
no
we,
more bumping into dead people's caskets.
It's fine. Listen, as long as your uncle didn't sit up and say what's happening, you're fine.
Right.
It's all good.
Oof, that
hey,
hurt.
Hey, it's easy there. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Since 2005, the Sycamore Drive-In in Monticello has been serving up the best frozen custard around. Come for the frozen custard, but stay for the food. With Taco Tuesdays, Meatball Wednesdays, Soup and Salad Thursdays, along with a menu packed with mouth-watering all-American comfort food. Be sure to leave room for the best frozen custard you've ever had, with a flavor of the day and a great selection of malts, shakes, and sundaes. The Sycamore Drive-In, 923 West Washington Street behind the Bank of Wolcott in Monticello. Open Tuesday through Sunday, 11 to 9. Be sure to follow them on Facebook for the flavor of the day and other delicious specials.
In March 2023, the USDA announced over $1 billion in funding through the Rural Energy for America program, offering grants and guaranteed loans to encourage ag producers and rural small businesses to implement energy efficiency improvements and renewable energy solutions. The USDA is sponsoring a free informational seminar that will explain currently available incentives, including specific details about the Rural Energy for America grant program. Join us Thursday, August 22nd from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Top Link Business Center in Rensselaer. Pre-register online at hsisolar.com to reserve your spots.
Hey, I got a question for you. You hate bending over to put on your shoes? Wish you should just put them on standing or sitting without ever having to touch them? If so, then I have the shoe for you. Introducing new hands-free Skechers Slip-ins. With new Skechers Slip-ins, you just step in and off you go. You don't even need to lace up. So how does Skechers Slip-ins work? Well, there's a special smooth comfort pillow in the heel that helps your foot slide right into place. So just step in them and go. Find new hands-free Skechers Slip-ins for the whole family at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
It's common knowledge that after age 30, our metabolism changes. We have less energy and gain weight easier. There's a way to feel better, not in years or months, but sometimes in just days.
I'm Chuck Norris. I tried everything. Working with a team of health experts, we came up with Morning Kick. Morning Kick is a revolutionary new formula that combines all my favorite supplements into one daily drink.
Morning Kick has probiotics to help you lose weight, prebiotics for digestion, superfoods for muscles and joints, and powerful anti-aging supplements. It'll help you feel youthful, energized, and helps manage stress.
I look and feel better than I have in years.
Go to roundhouseprovisions.com, use code SAVE, or text SAVE to 511-511 and claim 40% off. Roundhouseprovisions.com, code SAVE.
Every purchase comes with our 90-day money-back guarantee. You could be feeling these changes within just a couple of days.
Text SAVE to 511-511.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Tax fees may apply.
Progress in Education, brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Newark Public Schools are embracing artificial intelligence. They are using Khan Academy's new AI tool, Khan Migo.
The whole idea is for us as a pilot school and a pilot district to sort of develop these best practices. AI is a completely new technology, and we figured as a school district, since they have access outside of school, it is important for us to all learn this process together.
Looking for a career path with flexibility and great pay and benefits? Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today.
This is the famous footwear that makes us actually want to go back to school. With the newest styles from all your favorite brands like Nike, Adidas, Crocs, Converse, New Balance, Birkenstock, and more. You'll find everything kids want, all at prices parents can appreciate. Because you don't have to overspend to make it famous. Famous Footwear even has fit experts in store to make sure you get the right size every time. So for the perfect fit, make it famous. Plus, right now, buy one, get one half off when you shop your local Famous Footwear or famous.com. Some exclusions apply.
Kentland Classic Rock lives here. 97.7 FM WLQI. The Q.
Touhyville, Double the Tuies, double the fun.
Well, look who finally showed up.
It's too early for this. Too early.
Too early? Too early for what?
This attitude of yours.
We gotta get moving, man. We got a lot of work to do. Not enough time.
Better drink some coffee. One coffee coming right up.
It's showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. Stephen Cheryl with you here. Good morning. Thank you for being a part of our show each and every morning here on the Q and 98 Gold. Want to mention our friends over at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Loving McDonald's. You know, the $5 meal deal is still happening. You can still go get it. I think that's my lunch today. I was thinking about it earlier, kind of planning out my day. So you've got lunch plans already. So today's Becky Day at my house where I'm getting my house cleaned. So I'm very excited about that.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to prepare like 3 hours tonight of you going, I love her. I love her. Do you know what it smells like in here? It's just, everything's clean. You wouldn't believe it. She did this.
Yep, I know. It's I love it. So, but I also like to let her do her thing. So I'll probably go out to lunch somewhere. Yeah. So I think I'm going to run to McDonald's, and the $5 meal deal seems like the right move. So I've got I can grab the chicken nuggets. I can grab the McDouble, the fries, and then a drink. Or see, now this is what happens when I start thinking about my lunch and food. Today's Free Friday, Free Fry Friday. So I could go and just get I can get my quarter pounder
BLT thing.
My quarter pounder BLT and get my free fries with the app. All there through the app. I'm just telling you, download the McDonald's app today. You're going to be so excited. I'm also so excited to talk with Brett next week about these new McDonald's collectible cups. I cannot wait. I'm really excited about that. Also want to mention our friends over at Supercuts. Don't just settle for a regular cut when you can get yourself a super cut. I'm almost there. I'm almost ready for one. Yeah. Just for a little one more summertime clip down at Supercuts in Rensselaer, Lowell, and in Valparaiso. So very excited about that as well. All right. Come on, sheets of paper, work with me. So it is time now for the Precision Security Dumb Criminal of the Day.
Perhaps it's time you tried a new profession. What I mean is, you don't seem to be a very good thief. Maybe you should try something else.
Okay. I don't know yet if this is a dumb criminal. I went with the headline. It just seemed more like an odd criminal to me. Okay. And even an odd crime for that matter. So I'm not really sure if it fits dumb criminal, but we're going to go with it today.
Okay.
This happened in Portage, Indiana, not far from here.
Oh.
Okay.
28-year-old
Chicago woman got arrested after sharing her all-you-can-eat order with other people at her table at Applebee's.
What? What?
Her name is Shawnisa Cobbs. It happened at the Applebee's in Portage, Indiana. An employee saw her do it and told her that's not allowed. She told them she thought all-you-can-eat meant everyone in your group, and claimed the menu didn't specifically say it was per person. Okay? Things escalated when the bill came and the manager charged them for multiple all-you-can-eat deals, each one costing $16. Police say Shanisa was loud, disorderly when they arrived. She ignored requests from them and a friend to calm down. She's facing charges she's facing charges for disorderly conduct, not for sharing her food. That's what I was like, can you really get arrested for sharing your food? I don't know if that, but for acting, for getting crazy. But this does make me wonder. If I don't order.
We did it at Fridays all the time where we each ordered one, but then we shared with each other so that it turned into a smorgasbord.
That right. But what we did do was
pay for each person.
There was 4 people at the table. Yeah. We did 4 all-you-can-eat apps.
Right.
That's different.
Right.
That's a different scenario than what they're saying. One person ordered the all-you-can-eat meal and everybody ate. Yeah. You can't do that. That said, I would love to know what the repercussions are like. So can you charge someone for something they don't order? In a situation, that would be an interesting thing to look into. But yeah, so she was arrested for acting disorderly. One of her friends ended up paying the bill in full after the police showed up. Showed them that the menu's print did say it was a per person deal, so they had it on the menu.
I'm curious to know if everybody else ordered other things and was just kind of sampling, or whether or not it was one all you can eat and then they were just all kind of sharing it. And
because you can't do that, and again, I go back to the jumping in the sprinkle pool. Don't be an idiot.
That said, we know first thing that Applebee's has the customer service of a doorknob.
It depends on which one you go to.
Right.
That's,
but
I think that's every restaurant, though.
I think that they don't think too much about PR and how fast something like that spreads. Like I get that you can't do it.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Yeah. I'm going to go back to the sprinkle pool. Don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
Don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
You can't all eat the all you can eat because you ordered one.
Right.
Stop.
Yeah.
What do you think this is, Red Lobster? They're not all going out of business. Now stop it. You're going to run all the chains out of business.
Right.
Knock it off.
And then there won't be any food fight Friday.
That's right. We need the food. I didn't even think about that. Now that one was a food. This has really been a food obsessed show. It really has.
You don't like to eat? Okay. Yeah, you might want to turn the dial.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah. Protect yourself from dumb criminals with Precision Security. They are the sponsor of the Dumb Criminal of the Day. 219-866-7171. Mike will help you out. He is the area locksmith. 219-866-7171. You lock yourself out of your house, your car, whatever it is, your business. He can help you out, get you all set up.
And put the phone number in now. We can't tell you enough. You're going to kick yourself if you don't. And then you're like, what'd they say on the radio again?
What's the number? Just put it in as a contact. Your phone can hold lots of contacts. 219-866-7171. Precision Security, hardware, locksmith, surveillance, and more. Like them on Facebook. And of course, go visit pgr.glass and click on Precision Security to find out all the great things that Precision Security can do for your home or your business.
Weather is brought to you by Rensselaer Iron and Metal.
Today, sunny with a high near 76. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 51. Saturday, sunny with a high near 75. Saturday night, mostly clear with a low around 52. Sunday, sunny with a high near 78. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a low around 54.
That's your forecast from the Vaughn Materials Weather Center. Call Vaughn Materials for dirt, rock, decorative stone, or mulch. Delivery available. Call 219-816-1142 or visit their website at vaughnexcavating.com.
When you think of diamonds, what comes to mind?
Getting engaged?
Your wedding day?
A favorite anniversary. Diamonds tend to be associated with special memories. The next time you hear the word diamonds, you need to think of Virks Fine Jewelry.
At Virks, we have the area's largest and finest selection, featuring hundreds of in-stock certified diamonds, all shapes and sizes, and specializing in a carat and larger.
And our prices and quality will meet or exceed anyone's, from the mall to the internet to even New York's Diamond District.
And for true expertise, Virks has Lafayette's only GIA graduate gemologist in residence, along with the area's only, and we do mean only, USPAP compliant jewelry appraiser.
Let Virks help make any occasion shine with the perfect diamond for your individual taste, style, and budget.
If you're serious about a diamond and serious about saving money, then you need to visit Virks Fine Jewelry. Seriously.
Corner of 18th and Main, Lafayette, Virks.com.
Where can you find Ileana's largest wholesale online auction? At BoswellTradeCenter.com. Open to the public. You'll find over 1,000 different items up for auction every week. Everything from tools, bicycles, and electric bicycles, new merchandise, building supplies, clothes, housewares, electronics, and everything in between. Specializing in store returns, shelf pulls, and new merchandise from major brands and retailers. BoswellTradeCenter.com is your home for fantastic deals. They're a great resource for online and store resellers. Make sure to follow them on Facebook for the latest auction offerings at BoswellTradeCenter.com.
Don't you wish you had someone in your corner, someone you can call anytime, someone who has the answer to all of your real estate questions, someone who has your back in every aspect of that real estate transaction? You know, a real estate connection. That's Cornerstone Real Estate. This is Terry Fagley, owner and managing broker of Cornerstone. Whether you are buying or selling any type of property, residential, farm, land, commercial, Cornerstone is your connection start to finish. Call Cornerstone and let us do what we love to do, work for you. Call 219-866-4528 or visit us online at cornerstoneshomes.com.
Hey, I got a question for you. You hate bending over to put on your shoes? Wish you could just put them on standing or sitting without ever having to touch them? If so, then I have the shoe for you. Introducing new hands-free Skechers Slip-ins. With new Skechers Slip-ins, you just step in and off you go. You don't even need to lace up. So how do Skechers Slip-ins work? Well, there's a special smooth comfort pillow in the heel that helps your foot slide right into place. So just step in them and go. Find new hands-free Skechers Slip-ins for the whole family at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
In March 2023, the USDA announced over $1 billion in funding through the Rural Energy for America program, offering grants and guaranteed loans to encourage ag producers and rural small businesses to implement energy efficiency improvements and renewable energy solutions. The USDA is sponsoring a free informational seminar that will explain currently available incentives, including specific details about the Rural Energy for America grant program. Join us Thursday, August 22nd from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Top Link Business Center in Rensselaer. Pre-register online at hsisolar.com to reserve your spots.
If you're looking to move out of your parents' place, you could really cut expenses by bundling your car and renter's insurance with Progressive, which is good because your little brother has gotten really territorial. You're blood related. You'd think it would be fine to share food in the fridge. I mean, who writes their name on every individually wrapped slice of cheese, Tyler? Still, you've got to admire the commitment. So bundle your renter's and car insurance with Progressive and use the savings to help you move out and have all the cheese you want. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states.
I'm at the movies, asking people if they'll switch seats with me for $574.
Here, take mine.
So what about $574 if you switch your home insurance to Allstate?
Too much work.
Not if you call them. They handle the switching.
Now, that's a plot twist.
Shh. Check Allstate first, and you could save hundreds on quality home insurance today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings. Savings vary.
97.7 The Q.
Touhyville, now with even more Touhy.
Is it Friday yet?
Is it Friday? Yep, it's Friday.
My friends, it is Friday. Who is ready for the weekend?
So tell me, what are your plans for the weekend? But I'm going to party.
Who's ready to party?
Want to party?
Yes, I want to party. If you want to party, have a party.
I just want to go to a party. Let's get this party started.
Get ready for a wild ride.
It's showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. Hope you're enjoying our morning party here each and every day, Monday through Friday. We have a lot of fun. Thank you guys for getting your day started with us here on the Q98 Gold, streaming on video on Facebook and YouTube. We love hanging out with you guys. One of my favorite things about the video is the interaction that we can have, because it allows people to jump in and just chit chat with us here and there.
As
like
we're rolling.
Yeah, Julie's saying, have a wonderful weekend, Stephen. Cheryl, you too, Julie. Thank you so much. And Carrie says, hello. Can you give my daughter a shout out? Devin. Well, good morning, Devin. Yes, of course we can. It's that simple. Speaking of which, also want to mention Judy over at St. Joe's. Good morning, Judy. Thank you for hanging out with us this morning. We appreciate you hanging out with us each and every morning. I know St. Joe's is doing some great stuff in Rensselaer, so we appreciate you guys being a part of the program. Also want to mention Fountain Stone Theaters. Head to the movies this weekend. As I'm planning my day.
When are you even going to do that this weekend? Sunday is your only day.
I'm wondering about, I'm thinking about today.
Oh,
I'm thinking about today. So Ace has a haircut at 1, and I believe there's a 1:30 movie of Twisters. I think I'm going in there to look. I think 1:50. That might be cutting it a little close on the haircut for him.
I can go get him.
It takes him about an hour.
We can coordinate that.
So, yeah, maybe I go today to go see Twisters. Carrie says, thank you. She laughed. Well, that's wonderful. Good morning. We love that Devin's hanging out with us. So yeah, go to fountainstonetheaters.com. You can just buy the movie tickets right there on their website. So lots of great stuff going on there at Fountain Stone Theater. Also want to mention our friends over at Virks Fine Jewelry. Experts in jewelry repair, design, and manufacturing, in-house goldsmithing, quality service, efficient turnaround times. Experience the excellence at the corner of 18th and Main and Lafayette. Visit Virks.com. Okay, so I love this because I am not a big museum fan. I find them to be fairly boring. So,
I think it depends on the museum.
It does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I love the idea of different museums. Like I do like and I haven't been in so long, even since they remodeled it, the Radio and TV Museum. But it's a lot of cool stuff there.
Okay.
I can't wait to go see the Illinois Rock and Roll Museum.
Yeah. Have you gone to the rock and roll one in Cleveland?
I have. I enjoyed that.
So that was great, but I got
new.
a back behind the scenes tour,
which is really cool.
Was too cool for school. I mean, whew. Yeah, working with them, that was.
I went when it was still fairly new, so there was not a lot to it, but it was enough that I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I loved the fact that they just covered everything. So it's not like if you go there and let's say you're not a Swiftie or you're not a fan of rock music, you still like when you're seeing Elvis's, jacket, you're still like, holy cow. Like,
yeah, it's still cool.
It's still really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different museums that are fun and cool.
Yeah.
But some can be kind of boring and stuffy.
Yeah.
You came across food museums.
Sure.
After I found out about the ice cream museum.
Yeah. And the best ones are really the little ones that are tucked in a small town USA. Where there's like very little admission, but just a whole lot of cool stuff.
So, okay. So I'm gonna digress for a second, which is so odd for a show. So if you like superhero stuff, in Metropolis, Illinois, there is the Superman Museum. And it is small, but it's really cool if you're nostalgic for Superman. There is Dukes of Hazzard store museums in somewhere in Tennessee. I forget where the guy that played Cooter has them. Ben Jones has them.
Got it.
And I went to that. I think it's in the same place as Grand Ole Opry is. Gatlinburg, I think, is where I went. So that's a lot of fun. And there is a guy.
It's in Nashville. Yeah, it's called Cooter's Nashville.
Okay. So there is a guy in, I think it's Logansport, Indiana, who he does the Batmobiles.
The Batmobiles.
And he is in the process of creating the 60s Batman Museum.
Oh, gosh.
And it's what it is it's going to look like the set of the 60s Batman, the Batcave, the library. So he's working on all this stuff. I can't wait to hook up with him and get involved in this. So
is it going to be in Indiana then?
Yeah, it's in Logansport. It's where he's at. Yeah. So, and I know we've met this guy. He's the guy that I took the picture of the Batmobile with at the Comic-Con.
Okay.
So, anyway, none of that's why you call.
One day I'll call him for a Batmobile.
I hope so. That's it. But I know I got to hook up with him and do some stuff with him.
Yeah.
So none of that's why you called, though. You called because Cheryl sent me this thing about these food museums.
Correct.
So it starts with the Jello Gallery Museum in Leroy, New York. It's America's most famous dessert, household classic, both fun and jiggly, been around since 1899. Wow. The Spam Museum in Austin, Minnesota. I'm going to pass.
Now, I will tell you, you know who eats Spam a lot? Harley, our youngest, because she's dating a Hawaiian.
We'll see. There you go.
And they love to put Spam in rice and noodle dishes. And she's really said, you know what? It's not bad, Mom. It's not. Yeah.
That's so funny. The Idaho Potato Museum in Blackfoot, Idaho. Listen, I love potatoes. How much is there to a museum on a potato?
Well, no. But if you look, it's about potato chips. It's all about potato chips too. Yeah, like the original potato chip and Mr. Potato Head. And yeah, where you kind of read about the science behind chips.
All right.
Why they're not soggy, all that stuff.
All
Yeah.
right. Because I feel like it would have a hard time living up to the comparison of the Hershey Museum.
Well, that
in
have
Hershey,
you been there?
Pennsylvania. I have not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That
that's- I
seems
mean,
like that would be great.
Yeah, and it just smells.
Oh, I could
Yeah.
smell it through the computer.
Yep. Yeah, because driving to New York and back
Yeah.
from college, that was a stop. That
Oh.
I lived in Chicago
Oh,
and would
so
come back and I would
great.
drive from New York to Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Live your Charlie and the Chocolate Factory dream by taking a trip to the Hershey Store Museum.
Yep.
See, now as much as I like beer, this wouldn't entice me. Beer Can Museum. That's probably neat to see. Like if I happen to be in Northampton, Massachusetts, fine.
Right, but
I don't know
over
that I would seek
4,000
it out.
cans on display. That's kind of cool.
It's neat. Like I
And
would see it. But I don't know that I would seek it out.
Would you not? I find it fascinating where it took a turn for me. I haven't ever drank beer just because to me it tastes like the hops taste terrible.
Yeah.
Which was awful on all the tours that I wasn't traveling tourism because I was like,
a
like
lot of
the
beer tours?
smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of beer tours. I mean, Budweiser facility is absolutely magnificent.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
magnificent. But anyway, but craft beers, once it started and the name started to be like, very creative
personal,
and stuff, that's when I got interested because it was like just from a marketing perspective, I'm
Yeah.
like, that is so smart.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Okay, so the Museum of Ice Cream is also in Chicago, by the way. I didn't know that.
Okay, so I'm not sure. I think what it does is it moves around. I don't know that we still have it here.
Gotcha. Oh,
Meaning it's a pop-up. It'll be a pop-up in Chicago.
got it. Got
But
it.
I might be wrong.
The Beadharn Coca-Cola Museum in Vicksburg, Mississippi. Yeah. Again, some of this stuff is just neat to see maybe one time, but this would be fun. The Pez Visitor Center in Orange, Connecticut.
Yep.
That'd be neat.
Yeah.
To check out.
Mm-hmm. I can see. I almost became hooked at collecting that back in the day. It's just the candy inside of it was break your teeth candy. So it would that didn't flip my, like if I loved the candy, I think I'd be a Pez dispenser collector. I think it's just really neat.
Billy says y'all need to go to the Albanese Candy Factory up by Crown
Oh,
Point.
we're
Well,
always we live there.
That's
Here.
Cheryl's been going there forever. Like that's we used to take the kids there all the time.
Well, and we took them there when they had
Over
the
in
chocolate,
Bourbonnais.
when we had the chocolate fountain. When you walked
Oh,
in, there was
yeah.
chocolate coming from the ceiling, and it.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of not like that. It's not. I wouldn't say it's a museum anymore.
Yeah, but it's still.
But still, whoo,
we're
yeah,
a big fan of their
big
gummy
fan.
bears. Yep.
And their goof ups.
Yeah,
Because then you buy a
still tastes the same.
3-pound bag, and just because the thing is missing an arm or whatever it is, it eats the same.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not prejudiced against a gummy bear without an arm.
Or without a head. Yeah.
No.
Mm-mm.
The Wyandotte Popcorn Museum
That's
in
where you
Marion,
gotta
Ohio.
go.
That would
You
be
gotta go
fun.
there.
I would enjoy that.
You would.
A lot of these museums would be like nice little one-offs, like you're on vacation near a place like that, and you just kind of stop in. I really enjoyed and it is essentially a museum, the Baseball Hall of Fame. I think I'd enjoy the Football Hall of Fame. I like that kind of nostalgia, and that kind of stuff is fun. I think I would like that.
Yeah, I like doing those things. I would always do them as I'm driving up for meetings because it just interested me. Or we had Ohio used to have not conventions, but like meetings. So they'd have 3 meetings in different corners of Ohio, but to get to all of them was like 3 hours to the next one, 3 hours to the next one. Then you got to get back to the airport. So I loved seeing Ohio that way. Like I'll never forget going to the Longaberger.
I was just going to say the basket place. Yeah.
It was just a great big basket in the middle, and it just had
giant.
It was ginormous,
like the size of like a factory. Like,
and they had every basket like made. So like when I used to collect them, I was missing a top to this one, or I'd always wanted this one in green and didn't get it, or I would host the parties sometimes from church and stuff. So so that was amazing. And then when they closed, I got really sad.
Yeah, but that's how I feel about little museums like this. Like, I think they're fun little one-offs. Like, if I'm going somewhere and I can pull off the road for an hour, go through the museum, and
there was a cheese museum called Cheezers, I think, that I went to, and
that'd be fun
in Wisconsin. Yeah,
that's a weird place for it.
Yeah, right. Best cheese anywhere. And spotted cow. Like, just sell spotted cow over the border, please. Please.
I'm ready for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to look. I think the Olympics end this weekend.
They do. We've got 3 more days. The closing ceremonies, I think, are tomorrow, but I think there's some games afterwards or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So, but it's been kind of a fun run. Some really cool stories have gone on. Tara Davis Woodall won gold in the long jump, and apparently they actually could catch her husband going nuts on the microphone.
She ran right up to him.
Realizing that his wife is now the Olympic champion. She has her final jump.
She did it. She did it. Oh my God, man! You're the Olympic champion.
Tara Davis Woodall takes home gold for Team USA in the women's long jump.
See, like, those are the stories I love.
Yeah,
I love that stuff.
Look at that. You could see the goosebumps on her.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. She just leapt right into his arms, and he said, "Oh my God, you're an Olympic champion."
Yeah, that's
she
great.
ran away with it.
Oh, did she? Yeah.
So,
See,
that got you.
Yeah, I love it. I love it because I think about all that must have gone up to that moment.
And a husband that like to have a spouse that's like your support, and then they're with you, watching you do it. After a culmination of what, 8 years, 10 years of
at
for that
least,
moment. I mean,
at least, yeah. So that's I thought that was super cool. I thought that was awesome. There were some other things that all right, from nice to not so nice. You and I were talking about this off the air. Olympic swimmers are dodging unidentified brown things in the Seine, in the Seine River. Why would you?
They
even
warned them though
have...
before. I'm mad about that nobody called that, because you could get killed doing that. You take in water or whatever it is that's got poop in it, or
Right, but why are they even having Olympic events in something like that?
right.
I mean,
Well, they said, "Don't worry about it. It'll all be treated. It'll be fine." And then
Right,
it
but it's
wasn't fine 2
not.
weeks before.
Yeah.
And
so
imagine your
change it.
question, like, you get sick or on death's door or are wiped out or whatever it is, and then they go, "Yeah, but you signed the thing that said, the disclaimer that said you take your life into your own hands when you're an Olympic achiever." I mean,
Right.
come on.
Hungarian swimmer Bettina Fabian said it was really hard because we couldn't really focus on the race. We had to care about the water quality and what's going to happen afterwards, right? So you're ruining the event.
Right.
You're ruining the event. She said we had to focus on not swallowing water. Is it safe for the race? I saw some brown things. I hope that's not what I thought it was. It was baby Ruth's. It was just baby Ruth's. No problem. Of course, right now, U.S. leading in gold medals by 1. Just in gold medals over China by 1. But we'll see what happens over the weekend.
Yeah.
I'll be stunned if the men's basketball doesn't win gold tomorrow.
They almost got kicked out. They were double-digit deficit to Serbia and pulled it out.
I know, just barely.
Barely.
I know.
Now they play France. And I'm like,
is
France
so
good at basketball?
mad.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: a lot of them are good at basketball because there's so many pros all over the world now. So there's actually French pros in the NBA. So
okay, so if you have dual citizenship, you're going to play like for that. You can play for that team, not America.
yeah, that's why Joel Embiid is been getting booed there in France, because he has French citizenship. and he chose to play for America rather than France. So,
yeah.
But imagine it's where you're from, but it's an interesting choice.
I think it's an interesting choice either way, because you have the home where you grew up,
right?
And everyone that had a good childhood or whatever it is, that's still like nostalgic and that's still a part of your history. Sure. But then when you move and you become a citizen of a different country and you start loving that, it doesn't mean that you're not.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really interesting. So yeah, I was really mad that I forgot to watch the game yesterday. And then I saw the score later. I'm like, oh, what a good game that must have been to see.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Like, I would be throwing things at the TV. Like that would be.
None of them have been challenging really, other than like for a quarter or something. So it would have been cool to watch. But yeah, so I'll be nobody ruined the score for me out of Touhyville. I'm going to be recording it tomorrow. I'll watch when I get home.
Right.
So, for the gold medals.
Hey, Steve, we heard you talking.
Right.
Isn't it great they won?
You can ruin the Bears game if you want, because that I'll record just to watch. I just want to see the new quarterback. I just want to see how that goes. So, all right.
They're doing Hard Knocks, so that's on Max.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, every Tuesday.
So every Tuesday, Hard Knocks is on the Chicago Bears. If you're a Bears fan.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Of course, WLQI is the home of the Chicago Bears, so the game will be on here tomorrow. All right. That's going to do it for us over on 98 Gold WIBN. We're wrapping up, but we will be take a break on WLQI. Come back. We've got and then a high note, pizza quiz, high-low game, and find the big deal with Striker Man Till. So still plenty of stuff happening before we're all done for the weekend.
Lots of winners.
Yes. And of course, as we said, we'll be out at Touch of Dutch. Come on out and see us tomorrow.
Yeah, come say hi.
We'll be out at the Touch of Dutch in DeMott all day tomorrow.
Head to another season in DeMott to find unique gifts for friends, family, and more. You may even find a little something for you, like I always do. At another season, you'll find Duke Cannon products for men and Capri Blue and Swan Creek candles to make your home smell amazing. The new patch bar is a great way to show off your personal style. Grab patches for things like hats, jackets, and koozies. They'll get all those patches put on your items right there in the store. Explore their gourmet selection of charcuterie essentials for that next get-together. No time to water your flowers? No problem with Forever Flowers. And they don't die.
Need a gift for any reason? Head to another season, 605 North Halleck Street in DeMott. Connect with them on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive updates and inspiration.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all three? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
All right, honey, I'm heading out for my morning walk. Hey, neighbor, front yard is looking great.
Yeah, we picked up some beautiful plants from Clark's.
Oh, there's Scott. Hey, your landscaping looks incredible.
Yep, quick trip to Clark's for some rocks and mulch. It was super easy with their help.
All right, see you guys later. Honey, I'm back from my walk.
Great. Hey, I was thinking we should really do something with our front yard.
You know, we should go to Clark's Garden and Floral Center. They have everything from plants to rocks and mulch to outdoor decorations.
Great idea. Did you come up with that on your own?
Of course.
Clark's Garden and Floral Center on Route 231 in Remington. Visit online at clarksgardenandfloral.com and like them on Facebook.
This is The Q. 97.7 FM WLQI Rensselaer. Start your day in Touhyville and stick around for Northwest Indiana's best classic rock all day long. Right here on The Q.
This check in the news brought to us by Mindy Byer, Morgan Stanley Financial Advisor. Here's Russ Martin.
The Law Enforcement Division of the Indiana Department of Natural Resources issued a statement yesterday afternoon that the body of the missing 17-year-old male from Eagan, Minnesota, was recovered Thursday morning in Lake Michigan, near Beverly Shores in Porter County. His name was not released. We told you previously that the teen was reported missing and 3 other people, including a Good Samaritan, were found in distress on shore last Tuesday. Those 3 people were last reported in stable condition. Police in Rochester found 2 people deceased inside of a vehicle near the police department in that city on Tuesday. Authorities believe Keith Parsons, age 49, killed 42-year-old Heidi Prince. Law enforcement went on to say the man and woman had both been shot, and the 2 were found after police were requested to do a wellness check around 11 p.m. that night. Parsons and Prince both resided in Rochester. Authorities stated they believed there was no foul play in the death of Parsons. Police said no more information was being released at this time. The Jasper County Sheriff's Department reported 40-year-old Wesley Joshua Jackson of Indianapolis was incarcerated Tuesday at the detention center on a failure to appear warrant for the following charges: 2 counts of forgery and 2 counts of theft. A press release issued yesterday stated an investigation began last November following the report of alleged check fraud. The press release stated 2 checks made out to the accused, totaling more than $6,300, appeared to have been tampered with and included alterations to the payee and the amounts. The DeMont Touch of Dutch Festival runs from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. on Saturday at Spencer Park. The event is sponsored by the DeMont Chamber of Commerce, and organizers said they have 125 vendors, 31 of which will be selling food items. The parade is at 10 a.m. along Halleck Street or Highway 231, beginning at the north end of town. Halleck Street will be closing at 9:30 in preparation for the parade. The car show runs from 9 until 2, and music entertainment runs from 12:15 until 9 o'clock. Fireworks will be set off at dusk. A group of White County residents have petitioned against further wind turbines in the county. The group presented more than 600 names to that county's commissioners at their meeting this month. The people who signed the petition, sponsored by the White County Citizens Group, are largely concerned about thousands of acres of tillable ground they say would be good for crops that would no longer be available if commercial wind farms are constructed. The petition is asking for a moratorium on wind farms until additional ordinances addressing their concerns are forthcoming. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe and well. I'm Russ Martin.
Every day you listen to the news, but how is that news affecting your financial world? Things like your retirement and your kids' college fund. You need someone who can help you work towards your goals, someone to help you move forward in these times of change. Call Mindy Byer at Morgan Stanley. Mindy has 20 years of experience as a financial advisor, and she's right here in Northwest Indiana. To make an appointment with Mindy Byer, call 765-420-8433. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
88-year-old Vera George of Rensselaer passed away on Saturday, July 13th. Friends may call at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer on Saturday, August 10th, beginning at 10 a.m. Central Time. A memorial service for Vera George will follow immediately at 11 at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer. Interment of cremated remains will be at Western Reserve National Cemetery in Ohio at a later date. Online condolences may be made at jacksonfuneral.com. In memory of Vera George, please consider a contribution to either Southern Care Hospice or George Aid Memorial Healthcare. Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer, entrusted with her arrangements. 89-year-old Carl Anspaugh of Winnemac passed away on August 2nd. Visitation will be from 9 until 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, August 10th at Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. Masonic services will be held at 9 a.m. Eastern on Saturday, also at Frame Mortuary. Funeral services for Carl Anspaugh will be held at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday at the funeral home. Burial will take place at Winnemac Cemetery. The American Legion and VFW will conduct military graveside services. Memorial contributions may be made to the Friends of the Panhandle Pathway or Pulaski County Human Services Food Pantry. Online tributes may be offered at framemortuary.com. 47-year-old Catherine Ann Gilbert of Rensselaer passed away on August 4th. Visitation will be held at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer, on Monday, August 12th from 10 a.m. until noon Central Time, with funeral services for Catherine Ann Gilbert to follow at noon, officiated by Pastor Jeremy Isley. Interment taking place at Memory Gardens, Rensselaer. In lieu of flowers, memorial contributions may be made to the family To share memories and or condolences, please visit jacksonfuneral.com. 97-year-old Hilda Yoder of Rensselaer passed away on Saturday, August 3rd. Private family services for Hilda Yoder will be held at a later date. Online condolences may be expressed at jacksonfuneral.com. In memory of Hilda Yoder, please consider a contribution to her favorite charity, the Good Samaritan Food Pantry of Rensselaer. Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer, is handling the arrangements. 69-year-old Gregory Lee Greg Padell, formerly of Winnemac, passed away on Saturday, August 3rd. A celebration of life for Greg Padell will be held on Saturday, August 24th in South Carolina. Memorial donations may be made to the Purdue University Institute of Cancer Research and or the Cheryl Lynn Welter Charitable Foundation. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center, recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
Today, sunny with a high near 76. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 51. Saturday, sunny with a high near 75. Saturday night, mostly clear with a low around 52. Sunday, sunny with a high near 78. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a low around 54.
That's your forecast from the Vaughn Materials Weather Center. Call Vaughn Materials for dirt, rock, decorative stone, or mulch. Delivery available. Call 219-816-1142 or visit their website at vaughnexcavating.com.
Put on those thinking caps. It's time now for the Pizza Quiz, brought to you by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer. You could win a large one-topping pizza from Rick's Pizza. Be caller number 7 at 866-4104. That's 866-4104. Be caller number 7 right now.
What sets Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer apart from the other pizza places? Rick's is locally owned. Their dough is made fresh daily and hand-tossed, not run through a machine. Cheese is grated daily. Toppings are generous, fresh, and your pizza is baked to perfection in a classic stone oven. Looking to try something different? Try a pineapple, apple butter, or barbecue pizza. Call 866-7466 to place your order. Local delivery is available. Open Tuesday through Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Rick's Pizza. Taste the difference.
All right, it is time now for the pizza quiz brought to us by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer. Your chance to win a one-large, one-topping pizza from Rick's Pizza. Hi, good morning. You're call number 7. Who's this?
Mary.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
Pretty darn good.
Well, good. I'm so glad to hear that. Let's see if we can get you a pizza to end the week. Earlier today, we were talking about how many lazy days the average American needs in a year. How many days does the average American need in a year? Is it 60, 90, or 120 lazy days? How many lazy days do we need in a year? 60, 90, or 120? What do you think?
Let's go with 90.
That's a good guess, going right there in the middle, but it is 60 lazy days, so a little over 1 per week. I'm sorry, Mary, but I hope you have a great weekend nonetheless.
You too.
Thank you so much. Bummerooski, no pizza giveaway today. But we'll try again on Monday. We'll come back in just a minute with the Find the Big Deal and our high-low winner.
Winners and families of winners on the Pizza Quiz are ineligible to win for 30 days. The Pizza Quiz is brought to you by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer.
Are you an annoying know-it-all, answering questions no one asked of you? Do people often ask you, how do you sleep at night? Then you should go to Mattress Firm. They have knowledgeable sleep experts specifically trained to help match you with the right mattress, so anyone, even people like you, can sleep. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Is your vehicle stopping like it should? Does it squeal or grind when you brake? Don't miss out on summer brake deals at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This year, wouldn't it be great to stop dealing with thin, brittle, shedding hair and instead have the thick, healthy, gorgeous hair you've always wanted? Now you can by using Hair Volume from New Nordic. Look for hair volume at your local Walgreens and CVS or online at Amazon.com or NewNordicUSA.com.
All righty. It is time for us to wrap things up on this fun time week, at least on this portion, because, of course, tomorrow we're out at Touch of Dutch for a whole day of fun. So can't wait for that. Let's get to the Hilltop high-low game. We drew an ace on Monday. Ace is number 1 in our book.
So essentially, if you said higher, you were in.
Mm-hmm. But some people are just smart Alex.
Oh, no. No. No.
Now, I even put into the post, FYI, ace is number 1 in our game. And Mitzi still said lower.
Is she an anti? I do not want to win.
Right?
No, don't let me win.
Patricia said lower. Peter said same. Jason says, let's say lower. Susan says lower. Mark says lower.
Is anyone listening
Sharman
to
says
me? No.
lower. Chris says lower. I put in the thing. I mean, I can't be more. Martha says I'm going to say the same. Okay, first of all, I said, say if it's the same, everyone's entered. You don't have to put same ever. Second of all, I said that ace is the lowest it could possibly be. Hi, good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, this is Rich. I say higher.
Well, yeah, of course you do.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rich. Yes, of course. Oh, that's so funny. Of course it's higher. So all those people that said lower were not entered in. So that said, Michael is our winner this week. He said higher. So congratulations to Michael. Got himself a $25 certificate to the Hilltop in Morocco. Now, for the Find the Big Deal with Strachan Van Til, our winner this week is Julie Malone, who got in on the calling in on the Find the Big Deal with Strachan Van Til. So you can call in Monday through Friday around 7:15 Central Time, or you can go on the queue each day and comment, and on 98 Gold each day and comment.
And she's a top fan. She
So,
gets in
yes.
all the time, and
Yes.
so she finally won.
Yes. So
Good
congratulations.
for her. I can hear
to,
her screaming now.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Congratulations to Julie. She got herself a $50 gift card to Strachan Van Til. You can order your groceries online now at Strachan Van Til. Visit shop.strachanvantil.com. All right. And Tiffany says, good morning. Have a great weekend and have fun at Touch of Dutch. Thank you. Thank you so much, Tiffany. We look forward to it. Cannot
come say
wait.
hi if you're there.
We're going to have a blast. We're going to have a blast out there tomorrow.
And you know what? We are so blessed with the weather. 75 and sunny. Perfect. And 75 will be at like between 3 and 4 in the afternoon. So it's just going to be a beautiful, like the perfect day for a fest.
Can't wait. Can't wait. We're going to have a lot of fun. So, all right. But before we run out, let's end on a high note.
All right. Today's high note I saw on Facebook and just loved it. Short, sweet, and to the point. And literally what goes on in my head when I'm faced with a new challenge. So here we go.
Okay.
What if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly?
That's it. That's everything.
It brings tears to my eyes. It was so short, sweet, and to the point. And I thought, take the risk. So what if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly?
Yeah. That's everything. That's it right there. Yeah.
Well, that's you owning a
That's,
radio station now.
Well, yeah.
Like that's
It's
how that
everything.
came about. It's never, it's hearing, oh, I don't know if that'll ever happen. And then just going, yeah, but what if it does? But what if it does?
Yep.
But what if I fly?
Yep. Julie says, thanks so much, Stephen Cheryl. Yes, I'm happy I won. Good. We know you're always hanging out with us. And Tiffany says, we're going to try to make it to Touch of Dutch. So if you can, come on by and say hi. We're going to be having a blast out there. Touch of Dutch tomorrow. All kinds of great stuff. If you don't make it out, thank you guys so much for listening to the show here on the radio and on video and stuff. We love that you guys listen. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed listening to the shows this week as much as we enjoyed doing them. Have yourself a phenomenal weekend. We're going to do it all again on Monday right here in Touhyville. Take care.
You bring the radio. We'll bring the classic rock.
The Q. 97.7 FM WLQ.